hope everyone is having a good day. Let me get in the proper seated position and I'll change the heckin' scene. We got some heckin' work to do today. It should be good. I think it's gonna be good. I am very sleepy. Oh dear. I put it in the title so nobody was expecting too much. I'm a sleepy bean today. That's okay. I don't know why. I slept really well, I thought. But no, I haven't woken up for like the last 2 hours. So I'm hopeful that during streaming I'll like be like boop and wake up. Because I got some work today. I actually have my cutting board currently just flattening the pattern because I always cut it out of what do you call it? Packing paper. It's always curved. So I'm just having my patterns flattened right now. But yeah, the plan today is we'll end up doing the piece for the head. If you've not seen it, I can show you. What we're doing. There you go. So that headpiece up there, and we're not going to be doing the big like buttons on the side, and we're not going to be doing the plaits today. What we're getting is the base of the head. So a mechanism that I can put this on my head and take it back off again. That's the plan. And you know what? I'm pretty confident that we got this. I think even on a sleepy day, we can do this. Also starving, welcome on in. You're also sleepy. Welcome to sleepy. I'm also sleepy. Oh dear, I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Cons, welcome on in, hello. Yeah, we're gonna be working on the headpiece today. Let me switch camera really quickly. You don't need to see this camera. This camera is no good today. There we go. So I can show you our patterns. Oh, they're still a bit boingy. I did have it on them overnight, but they're a bit better. I can kind of show you. Oh, I've still got my keyboard on the screen. Oh no! Get rid of that. Not on here. Not on here. Oh, I got the music a bit loud. Ah, you know what? I like this song. Oh, actually, I haven't actually finished cutting it out. How do I manage that? So basically, I have 5 pieces, and then we'll do it on one side, mimic it on the other. Should honestly not be too bad. We've made heads before on stream, but it has been a while, so there's probably quite a few people that haven't seen it. I posted a picture on Twitter and Discord of like what I did last night so that you guys didn't miss out. Thing is, I was going to do the duct taping on stream today, but I had a good think about it after stream ended, and I was like, I think for anyone who is new here or doesn't pop in too often, I think watching someone duct tape their head like that might be a little bit nerve-wracking, and I want my stream to be a chill place for people. I don't want it to be something that makes you nerve-wracking to watch. So I decided to do it off stream just so that nobody got stressed out. Because I remember last time I did it, there were some people that would be like, oh shoot, is this dangerous? Are you in danger? And no, I'm being very safe. Do not worry. Always safe. But because we got some very sweet beans, they get worried a bit easier. Also, high school, welcome on in. I mean, being able to take it on and off is important. Yes. So there's a couple ways I could do that, and I'm still kind of mulling over which one I want to do. Just gonna get my accessories bag. So I've got some zips. I could put this zip up the back of the head. That's an option. Or I could do hooks and eyes, but that'd probably have to be at the front. So I am leaning a little bit more to zipping it up the back of the head, just because I feel like that's going to be a bit more subtle. So, you know, go in from the front and then zip up the back. That's my current thought, but if that's not going to work, then I have got hooks and eyes I can put in the front. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's how I'm feeling about this one. This has got loads of thread on it because I put this in the back before, which is not where it belongs. Hi Score, I hope your day is going well. I hope it is a heckin' good day. Oh yeah. We get rid of all those threads. There you go. So yeah, it's a bit long for probably how I'll end up using it, because I probably only do it to the back of the neck, to the back of the head, but I can shorten it quite easily. And yeah, here are all our pattern pieces. So they're all quite simple, honestly, which is really nice. 2 darts on one and 1 dart on the last one. And then, yeah, we just need basically 2 of all of these cut out, although I am thinking it probably will need some sort of lining. I don't really want a particularly thick lining, but I might put some like white in it or something. just because the fabric we use around the outside is very, very thin, and I think it would distort a bit easily if it didn't have something in it. So I am thinking we're probably going to want some lining fabric. Did I leave any to one side? I did. Cool. So this is literally just white. I can't imagine using it for anything else right now, so I figured it was pretty good to use for this. It's also got some really weird leftover bits. Oh dear. But I could probably cut some pieces out of these. I like to leave the scraps if they're a reasonable size. I'd say this is a pretty reasonable size. I don't know, I feel like I could use this. You're making the helmet thing? Yeah. So what we're making today, it won't be the full helmet, it will be the base. So basically, we'll add the buns on later, we'll add the plaits on later. We might even do the visor later, we'll see how it goes, but like not today. All of those probably not today. What we're trying to get today is the basic mold of the head that I can take on and off my head, and then we'll add all the accessories later. That's what today is. So because this is going to be in the lining, I don't have to care if I have any visible lines. Because it is more important that you can see exactly where it's meant to be. With these sort of pieces like on the head, you have to be really careful with the patterns to cut them out exactly. Oh, is that? Oh, that's no good. It's fine. It won't be a problem long term, but I need to move that. Because all the curves are really, really subtle. So if you miss one or if you make a mistake, it will kind of show up in the final product. Normally, I'm a bit more like quick and harsh with my patterns because, you know, I can always alter them later if I need to, but in this particular case, I know that I need to be pretty spot on just to start with. That's another benefit of having the lining layer. I can draw onto the lining layer. And I can use that to turn it inside out or whatever. Okay, so that'll give me both. Let's put some pins through that. Laura Gear, welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Here's a bop, right? There we go. Oh, I'm already getting covered in a biro. That's okay. That's okay. We live. I don't know how many people here were for the raid yesterday, but wasn't it nice to raid into somebody else also making a cosplay for competition? I was actually really pleasantly surprised that I actually knew the cosplay they were making. I've not played the game, but I have heard of that cosplay before as being a very difficult one to make. Oh, I'm doing this one backwards, but that's okay. I'll call this one 1. This one will be a 2. Some pins in there. Okay. And this one up there. So these aren't numbers 1 and 2 as far as the pattern pieces go, but it's more like side 1 and side 2. Yeah. Otherwise I find it difficult to keep up with what I'm doing. Okay. Cut that one up. Let's cut these 2 out, and then we'll move on to the other 3. So there we go. And down there. There we go. And then on the other side, that'll be 1. Although I'll need to, draw around it probably. Again, just like get it perfect on both sides. Which one was this? This one was this one. Yeah, that's alright. I had a slight moment of hesitation there where I thought I got it on the wrong side, but I didn't. And then get that down there. That up, and then put that one up there. Oh, I don't know if I can do Professor Layton today. That's gonna make me sleepy. I'm sorry, you're a wonderful OST, but not today. I need something a little bit more lively. I'm sorry. Beautiful OST. I should say beautiful OSTs, multiple. There we go. Let's get the 2 on this side. We'll draw around that later. There we go. And then we haven't done this one. We've done those 2. Wait, I'm missing one. Have I already swept one off the desk? That'd be impressive, I just started. Alright. Question for chat, can any of you spot the last pattern? Because this is 2. I've lost 4. Where's 4 gone? It's not in here, is it? No. Oh, there you are. I see you 4. You're on the floor. I was like, wait a minute. I'm sure I had 5 patterns here. There you go. Gotcha. Oh dear. It's one of those days. It's fine. Right, let's get some of the bits stuck up in there. And there we go. This is one of the bottom pieces. Hurry up. Should look pretty. Honestly, I'm really hoping that it fits well because I don't want to have to redo the pattern too much for this one because it will mean probably re-duct taping. I don't know how many people here have experience with duct tape patterning. It's hot. It's hot and uncomfortable. Once is plenty, at least in my mind. I don't need to do that too many times in a row. There we go. That one there. That one's okay. This one has a dart in it. So I'll probably end up sewing this one first, to be honest. Get that dart out of the way so we don't have to think about it anymore. There we go. Nice and specific with that. Very nice, very nice. And then, what's that? Excuse me. 1. And last one. Oh dear. Even my voice is tired, shoot. There we go. And this one. Up there. And then oh. Nice. And down there. Very nice. And that is 1. All 1. Little 1. Yay, I finished working on my presentation. Heck yeah. Oh god. Cons, maybe get some sleep. Go look after yourself for a minute, like have a power nap. Oh dear. That's very soon. Ah. And make sure you don't cut the darts. You don't want to cut the darts. You want to leave the darts as they are. They're perfect. No cutting the darts, Jelly. Right. Let's get that down there. Oh dear. And up there. Cool. Okay, that should be all the white fabric we need. I still need to cut the pieces out, but yeah. There we go. And then I need to draw, sorry, I need to draw the same pattern on the other side, just so that the other side has the same like benefit of having this pattern as part of it. There we go. all that off. Just procrastinated till day of. I've obviously got some sleep last night. Good. Heck yeah. See how nice and prepared. Very smart, very smart. Okay. And up there. Then I started cutting out one, I am now cutting out the other. That's okay. There we go. I think as far as sewing this, I'll probably cut out the purple first so I can sew one side to the purple and have the other side be without this. That's just because I think that's the easiest way of doing the lining in this case. Right, we have got this one. I need to flip over and draw on the other side so that both sides have the information on it. There we go. There we are. And that there. And then we will end up needing 4 pieces of the purple so that we have the lining layer and the outside layer. So this will be quite thick in the end because of the lining, but I think it'll be worth it. Might not hear very well in this costume, so I won't be able to hear or see. That's alright though. Right, that's side 2. And it's done that one. And we need this one. Which one's this? This is this one. There you go. Get that in there. Oh yeah, and if anyone's joining for the first time, first of all, welcome. But also, we are making this costume for TwitchCon Amsterdam's cosplay contest. So, we need to get it done by the 20th of May so that we can enter the costume contest. And the cosplay we're making is the first link there. It's Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced Mateus. It's a very detailed costume. Today we're specifically making the headpiece. So we are making, yes, how would you call it, like the base for it so that we can add all the details later. Yes. This one should be the last one, right? Yeah, that's it. Oh, but wait. Oh, it's because, yeah, I remember. I had this way up. I should probably put an arrow on this one so I remember which way up it goes, because otherwise... Oh, no, actually, this should be fine, because as long as we know which one's 1 and which one's 2, I can't get that confused. There we go. And that'll be piece 2. Right, now I just need to do the other ones. Excuse me. Is it this one? Yeah, it is. The weird shaped one. There we go. Tisa, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Oh, thank you. How goes it? I hope your day is going well. Welcome on in. We are making a headpiece today. I'm gonna miss work in the morning if I don't go to sleep soon. Oh, bless you. Starving. Thank you so much for popping by, but yeah, get some good sleep. Look after yourself. Go. And get that up there. Oh yeah, those paper pictures are more curly than my... Yeah, so because I do all of my... When I make patterns, I always make them with packing paper, so it's always on a roll. And because it's always on a roll, when you cut it out and stuff, it, yeah, you get this happen, where it's very curly. It will flatten over time. I'll put it in my pattern folder in case I ever need like a full headpiece again. But yeah, it on initial use, they're always really, really curly. There we go. Along the bottom there. Yeah, that'll be 1. Nice. Okay. I will put all the pattern pieces to one side because I don't want to get rid of them. Oh no, actually, I need them again in a second, don't I? I need them for the purple sides. I'm not making this out of white, honestly. Come on, Jelly, you got this. So, oh, that's my arm. Put that back there. Where's one end of this? I think this is an end. Yeah. Yeah, that feels like an end. Let's... Do we want to draw them out twice? Or do I want to just cut them out 4 times? Honestly, I'm not sure. I guess I could... Yeah, fold it over twice. Fold that over. There you are. Nice, nice. Right. Let's get them all on here. Oh dear. Oh, shiny, right? Very, very shiny. Lovely. This is the main fabric we've been using. It honestly looks so good. I love it so much. It's a lining fabric, so it's a really cheap fabric to buy. And I love it. I think it looks great. I know a lot of people have turned their nose up at using like a lining fabric for your whole cosplay, but as long as it suits the cosplay, I think it can look really, really good, and it can be a much cheaper way of having fabric as part of the design. I must say, personally, I'm quite a big fan of it. Now, I need to check to see if I can actually see the Spyro. I think I can. Just about, yeah. Subtle, but I kind of want this one to be subtle, so that's why I'm not using the chalk. Yeah. Oh god, my hands. I'm gonna have to do another hand wash midway through the stream, I think, to get some of the biro off them. I'll cut out all the pieces first, and then I'll go quickly wash my hands. Go. And then go up there. And then there it is. And stick that around there. Very nice. Okay. That should work. That's our 4 pieces that match. Which piece is it? This one? This one at the bottom. There you go. Nice. Then we have our lining and our pieces one side. I will trim this off as well. There you go. Which one next? Because we've done that one. Small one, maybe? Yeah, we could do a small one. I could actually maybe... No, I want to draw around it because... I was going to say I could just pin the paper to it and cut it out like that. Which would normally be fine, but I think I really need the lines on these to follow later. Go. Get that pinned in place. Oh, that's red. Go. Oh god. Messy, messy, messy. No. That in it. Come on. None of my needles want to go play ball today. How about that one? That's better? There we go. That's better. The reason I'm cutting them out one by one in this case is because otherwise I just forget where they are. And I'll draw over the top of them later. My brain will just forget, so let's just cut them out while I remember where they are. Otherwise I'd normally draw all of them and then and you cut them all out at once. I can't. when it's a bit more subtle pen, I just forget. There we go. Good. Okay. Get that out. And all the way up. Very nice. I can see this one a little easier. Maybe it's because I'm holding up to the light a bit more. It shows itself a little bit more, which is nice. I will need to draw on the other side of these as well. Maybe I should do that straight away. Then I can properly put the pattern piece to one side. Yeah. Okay, okay. And then, whoop. And all the way up to there. There you go. Should have both sides on it now. Very nice. Okay. Which piece does this match with? The teeny tiny one, right? There you go. And let's just draw around this one as well. Because I only drew around one side before. There you go. Draw around the other side. In fact, do I actually have to draw around the whole thing, or do I just have to draw the dots? No, I should probably do the whole thing. We'll play it safe. We'll do everything. There you go. And down there. Up there, up there. And get that over that bit. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I can see that just fine. Very nice. Fold that up. That can go back in. Oh. That can go back in there. And then we need, not that bit, we need this bit and these. There you go. We're getting there. We're getting there. SJS, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. Let's do this the correct way around to start with. And put that in there. Over the top. And then down here. There you go. I'll put this one with a little arrow on it, maybe. There you go. Ah, there you are. I'll probably see if I can fit number 3 into this weird gap here, to be honest. Oh, I swear, Pins. You and I, we're gonna have disagreements if none of you work. There we go. It's better. Oh yeah. I guess it might turn to an okay day. Good. I'm glad to hear it. How am I? Sleepy. Really sleepy. Do you ever have those days where it just feels like every piece of your body is just like, it's just given up and it's difficult to like move around the room? I'm having one of those days where I'm just like, oh my god, where did it all go? I was doing so well and oh. Having a day like that. And I don't feel bad or anything. I just have no energy whatsoever. Which is not very like me, to be honest. Even like around having migraines, I'm normally a little bit more energetic, I'd say. Oh, did I have the wrong way around? Yeah, actually I do. Like, why won't it fit? Maybe it's because you've put it in the wrong way around, Jelly. Maybe that could be it. Oops, there you go. Get that and just put it in like there. Oh dear. Yes, most days. Oh no. Oh no, that's hard. Yeah, like my legs are aching and it's difficult to think straight and I don't want to eat or drink anything. Maybe I'm just getting ill. Honestly, maybe I'm just getting ill. I feel alright right now though. Oh dear. Right, which one was that? Did I put it straight back? No, put it over there. I kind of want to use the 3 because then I could get into that point at the top. I do need to give it enough space. There you go. That under there, and then get this under here. I wonder if I can be cheeky and draw the other one in at the same time. Maybe if I put some pins along the bottom. Oh my god. Pins! Please. Some of you must work. Not you. Not you. Not you. Where are the pins at work? Why do I have none of them? Ah, dear. There we go. That's better. Oh, I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but my pins, they just so rarely want to go through. I think I need some of the slightly larger headed pins, to be honest, because pushing these small pins through, like, is not very comfortable. Maybe I'll do that at some point. Invest in some pins with slightly larger heads. For comfort. Pinning comfort, because yeah, oh my god. It is not very nice to do it with those ones when they don't want to go through the fabric. But they're the first pins I've had in ages that don't bend as soon as I put it near cosplay. All of the other pins I had, I'd put it near my cosplay and they'd start bending before I even pinned it. There you go. Get that down there. Okay. That's one. Oh no. There you go. Oh yeah. And this is lining fabric, so it's not exactly thick fabric. I'd feel a bit different if I was pinning through curtain or something, but like, no, it should be fine, honestly. Just throwing a bit of a hissy fit. Oh yeah, there we go. Right at the top, is it? That's alright. And get that down there. 1 and 2. And I'll just need to draw these on the other side as well, and then I can start, well no, then I'll go wash my hands. They're a mess. And then I'll start ordering them and getting the what are they called? Darts in the right places. Fortunately, there are not too many in this particular case. We have definitely dealt with more before. And get that then up here. Did it cut through everything? I feel like, yeah, this bit needs a bit of assistance. There you go. Good. Okay. I'm always scared of pins because I'm worried I'll accidentally stab myself with them. I already had to jump that hurdle with embroidery and cross stitch. For some reason, pins still get me. I'll be honest, I probably stab myself with a pin every single day. And I don't know, I just don't really notice it anymore. It's like, you get very used to it. Probably not a good thing, But I do feel like you get used to it over time, and like I do a lot of pinning, so maybe that's why, but yeah, I don't really notice it anymore. There we go. Get that in there. I'm going to keep the paper to hand in case I get confused on the direction any of them are meant to point, so that I can like line it back up again. But I think after this we should, if everything goes well, we'll be done with the paper. There's a chance I might have to use it again to line something back up again down the road, but hopefully should be pretty good. Okay, that one's done. That goes with this one. There you go. You're done. And this one. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Nightbot, for posting literally everything. Yeah, again, if you haven't seen this cosplay before, or if you have any, if you're curious about the cosplay we're making, first link there will take you to Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced Mateus' wiki page. And if you're interested in the cosplay competition we're entering, it's TwitchCon Amsterdam cosplay contest. If you're a cosplayer yourself and you're maybe interested, check out that second link. It's got the guide you basically need to enter the competition. And also, we have a lot of heckin' mods that are very heckin' sweet beans, and they always deserve more love. Yeah, check out their own links so you can send them love on their own channel. Right, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go wash my hands and then I'll be right back. Because yeah, like, look at that. Just all of my fingertips are covered in it now. Zaman, welcome on in. Gonna shower. Oh, bless you. Get some good sleep. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I just want to wash my hands. Still little bits of Byra, but there always are, and that's a lot better than it was, honestly. much better. Okay, let's start looking at these then. So I need to order these. In order they'll be sewn in. We can start with this one since there's a dart in it. So all of the exterior pieces I'm going to remove. Oh heck! 0! Oh my god, they made me watch an ad, Jelly. Me, an ad! Thank you for the ad pennies. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, 0. But thank you so much for the 21 months also. How are you doing? Welcome on in. We're having a sleepy stream today. Oh dear. Right, so these two are going to be separate. These two are not separate. Hey, we're getting it. We're getting it. So this one I'm gonna put in here if my hands want to work. There you go, there you go. And what we'll do here is when we pin the dart, we'll pin it together. So using the white as the outline there, see? Oh dear. Heckin' tired but good, same. Oh, 0. Sleepy day. Everyone's been tired today. What happened? Did something happen last night that's meant like everyone in the world is tired today? Shoot. They've released the sleepy gas. And now we're all sleepy. Shoot. And then pinch that up. Time change. Oh yeah, I guess times have changed. Not for me yet though. I still have that to come. Also, winged. Thank you for the party. It's very kind of you. I hope you're doing well. Microsoft is testing ads on Windows. We like to party. What the heck? We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. We like to party. The Vanguard bus is coming, and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, and interstate free disco. The wheels are still on turning, and traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, come on and move your body. Thank you so much for the party. You lost an hour? The long weekend here. I did a lot of socializing. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You're a bit tired too, decent though. As with a firing spot, yeah, that's terrifying. You can't escape advertisement. It's everywhere. Oh dear. Whip. The thing is, on Twitch, I'm sure there are other streamers here that will be in the same boat. But on Twitch, the ad system is basically that, so you get like an ad and it gives me like a quarter of a pence. maybe if they're feeling generous they will give me 1/4 of a pence. I think who was I speaking to about it the other day? Was it Shifty? Yeah, we were talking about like, yeah, we get like £1 from ads a month. It's like, it's so small the money they give you from it. Although I think they're doing a new system soon, which like an ad incentive program where you can actually, you know, receive something for having ads run on your stream. Because honestly, if I could, I'd take them off. Because they don't do anything for me. And they're just annoying for people coming in. But yeah, I think instead they're just doing an ad incentive scheme. They're testing it, Daedalus, at least according to technology. Oof, big oof. Or if they give you £50, wow. Yeah, that'd be amazing. Every time it runs an ad, 50 please. What they're going to be changing soon, or they have already changed and they're staggering it, is the ad incentive program, I think. I think that's what it's called. I know that it's shortened to APE. Like AIP, APE. Which is a nice idea. I like the idea of it. Oh dear. Well, what could be happening is it's testing to see it go for a free paid mono where you could get Windows Home for free and you'd have to pay to remove ads to unlock these features. Ah! Also, Fox, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. I'm making a headpiece today. I'm also very sleepy. That could be a really nice way to reduce piracy. It could be, I suppose. I don't know. I don't have a big enough brain today to work out what people are thinking. I think brain small. Can't do it. There we go. Oh yeah. So yeah, if I had to pick one, you'd rather watch ads. Yeah. That's fair. Which would I prefer? I guess I prefer to watch ads. Yeah. Depends what the ads are, because I actually don't mind some ads. If it's an interesting ad, I'm like, oh, okay. This is kind of fun. I like this. But if it's the same ad that I've seen 50 times already, because I only get shown like one ad, then I'm not quite so interested, you know? I have to be interested in the ad. Then the Duolingo approach. Oh yeah, where they have... Yeah. Where you can pay for extra stuff, but you don't have to, and there's ads running like on the page. Yeah. Pay subscription to remove the ads, yeah. I mean, that's kind of how Twitch is, right? Like, if you're subscribed, you shouldn't get ads. If you're not subscribed, you will get ads. And it's kind of the same, right? It's not so different. There we go. Same as YouTube. Yeah. Honestly, it's not a bad system as long as the content creators get paid something for the ads being on there, I'd say. And technically Twitch has been paying something, but it's not something you'd really, like, if you were hoping for a payout based entirely on ads, it would probably take several years, easily. You know, for me, it would take, if I get an average of about £3 a month from ads, I think. Yeah. And you have to reach £100 to get a payout. It'll take you quite a while. Free Duolingo teaches you how to tell people to subscribe to ExpressVPN in Spanish every 30 minutes. Heck yeah. Oh, you'd be really hungry. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You go. Okay. That's those ones, and then I need the other ones. So the ones which will go with these. Heck yeah. Subscribe and ExpressVPN. Heck yeah. Not sponsored by ExpressVPN. Oh. Let's see. This one on this side. And this one on this side. And then, yeah, it should be good. Pin those up. We're gonna have to do all of these darts first, to be honest. I'm just getting them out of the way, so I don't have to think about them later. I might also attach piece 4 to piece 5. It's not a dart, but it's kind of similar. I might just get that out the way. They do already have some promotional stuff on the lock screen at the moment, usually from tourism offices, showing some nice pictures wherever you click to link. Visit London! Oh. Oh, good pictures of Belgium on my lock screen. Ah, that's kind of nice. I don't mind that, that's nice. So I've only done Duolingo on the computer because my phone can't handle it. My phone looked at Duolingo and was like, nope, can't do it. Not on this. So that's the only platform I've done it on. But yeah, I mean the ad system's fine, honestly. It probably helps that I don't do Duolingo for more than half an hour. I don't do long sessions. I forget things too quickly. Oh dear. Oh. Come on, pens. Come on. There we go. Very heckin' nice. Nope, maybe not very heckin' nice. I thought you went through. It's fine. Fine. You'll do it. It's all good. And then pieces 3 don't need any work on them, so I'm not going to bother with that. We'll leave 3 on its own. Just more important to get the darts in first, but I will do 4 and 5. Because, yeah, just... at least to me it kind of makes sense. These pieces will go in early. But let's do those. Because they're kind of like a dart. They've got like that curve bit that goes against another curve bit. Yeah. Okay. And then I want this. But not the outside bits. Okay. Get this one in here. I get this one in here. And then we should be able to, if I put a couple pins in this, hold it still so that we can pin it to the other one. Yeah. And that other one being this one. Which once again we'll have to have the insides removed, but that's okay. We're getting there, we're getting there. Ah, dear. For some reason, Expedia took my trip in March and moved my flight to September. What? Oh my god. I'm hoping you can get a refund for that, right? That's very odd. I've not heard of a flight company just moving your flights by several months without, you know, any choice. That's scary. That's no good. Okay. There we go. So that's one. That's one. We want these two to go together. Let's put some pins in this one too so it doesn't move too much. And yes. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm just as confused. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's a really weird thing for them to do. I can't imagine that being like a nice customer service journey either, like as far as having to get that fixed. Or sorry, customer journey I should say. Very weird. There you go. Put that through that first one. And then get that up there. Yeah, this one's not a dart, but it kind of works the same way as a dart, so we just get it done with the darts. Even though it's not exactly the same, it's close enough, honestly. Because it's a curved piece, it just happens to curve the whole way. There you go. Very nice. I'll fold up like that. Heck yeah. Okay, let's do the other side. And then we'll look at getting all of these sewn. Oh, actually, I need to do those two as well, don't I? My bad. Okay, I need to do those two. And then we look at getting all of them sewn. Can't forget the lining. Lining's still very important. There we go. Might see if I can give it to a friend so they can visit. Oh, yeah, that'd be nice. That's a heckin' nice idea. It'd be a lovely gift. There we go. And get this one. Move it just back a little bit. There you go. But not that far, just a little bit. There you go. Oh no, now it's twisted. Ah! Oh, Jesus. Who did it? Thank you for the horns, eh? Welcome on in. We're making a headpiece. Oh, I should say, if anyone's not seen, because I said I was going to do all the masking tape and stuff on stream, but then due to a couple of reasons, I decided not to. But if you want to see what it looked like all mask taped up, I put the picture on Discord and on Twitter. Yes. So you can still see it. It's just, yeah, I decided to do it off stream because I don't want to worry anyone. And yeah, we got some worriers here, sweet beans, but yeah, didn't want to worry anyone this morning. That's not what my stream's here for. That should be a free flight because, yeah, I'll be honest, for the inconvenience, I could kind of see that. Probably depends who you're flying with and if they could be asked though. So on Discord you made a knight's helmet! It's not a knight's helmet. That's just my head duct taped. But I can see where you're coming from, it does look like a knight's helmet. But it is just my head duct taped, I swear. Take the extra ones out so we just have that. And then do the same on this side. Go. And oh my god! What happened? Oh damn! Have you decided to stop Dark Souls for now? Them was playing Dark Souls this morning. Not Dark Souls, Elden Ring. Ignore me. They were playing Elden Ring this morning. Damn, how did it go? Did you manage to get any more bosses? Oh, come on in. Oh, come on in. Oh yeah. There we go. And then these bits. I think it's this one with this one. And this one with this one. There we go. I think that looks right. Regardless, we'll have one of each. So let's do that. Ow. Oh dear. I decided a jarberg is a cheerful place to call it. Heck yeah. Don't ever truly manage to take a break from Elden Ring. I don't think so. From what I've seen, it looks like a very addictive game. People play it a lot. That's a good thing though, right? This means the game is probably quite good. If you need to get any food or snacks, please do. Did you mean George Souls? Not as far as I'm aware. But then I don't know a whole lot about I don't know a whole lot about Elden Ring, so maybe I do mean that. I don't know. Oh God. I gotta stop calling it Dark Souls. Not Dark Souls, it's Elden Ring. There we go. Oh. Yeah? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Sorry. I was just confirming with myself that I had it on the right side. I do now have it on the right side. Heck yeah. It's not up to, I'm not up to Elden Ring yet, playing Sekiro at the moment. I've played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, and now doing Sekiro. Oh, okay. You'll probably love it then. From the sounds of it, everyone's really enjoyed Elden Ring. Like, it's been a very heckin' good game. It was very hyped up, but from, you know, it kind of sounds like people are digging it. It's heckin' good. I took a break after falling multiple times and boss beat him first try today. Heck yeah! I know that feeling. That's a feeling I know. When we were growing up, I think I've mentioned this, if there was a bit in a game that we were really struggling at, because I used to play games with my siblings, like, you know, we'd all have the same save file. So if there was a bit that none of us could do and we'd really struggle, we'd ask Mama Jelly to come watch us, and then we'd normally do it the first time. Wait! Whoa, wait! Cosplay, what are you doing? That's very heckin' kind of you. Heck! Also, welcome on in. That's very heckin' sweet. Thank you so much. Wait, who got one? Cyber, Feathered, Space, Dragonfly, and Sonic. Oh, well, thank you so much. It's very heckin' sweet. DoorDash didn't get my food because someone got my food at the pickup station by someone else, and DoorDash were like, we'll refund you. Don't worry, But, like, I'm not starving. Like, can't drive. Oh, God. You're giving me $10 credit, and I'm like, hell no. It was a $30 meal. That's really odd. I mean, I don't really know a lot about DoorDash. Because it's not really something we have here. But with like our delivery systems, it is kind of stupid still, honestly, actually thinking about it. They'll say, if they don't deliver your meal, they say, take a picture of your meal and we'll refund you if it's not correct. So you kind of just have to take a picture of empty space and be like, they didn't deliver my meal. And so I have nothing. And then you list underneath the items you received, and it's like, empty space, nothing. It's not quite the same as DoorDash, of course, but if we've done that, had to do it twice, and they have refunded us every time. I do need to get food, but that means I have to go outside. Yes, I believe you've got this. Food's very important. Right, let's move that to one side. We don't need that one just yet. I almost forgot to do the write-up for my presentation. Oh, fine, only 2 pages. Only 2 pages. Nothing. Fine. Oh, God. We did once order food, and we completely got someone else's order. So we can only assume maybe they got our order. We were quite fortunate in that our orders were of a similar size. Because I needed it for me and Shiny, and they were obviously ordering for 2 people too, from the looks of it. I think we ordered KFC or something. And what I think we ordered was like 2 small buckets with chips and a drink, and I think we got a cookie with it or something like that. And that was our meal. And what they ordered were the spicy burger meals with chips and drinks and a spicy cheese wrap on the side. And so we looked at it, we were like, well, this is definitely not our meal. That being said, shall we eat it anyway? It looks pretty good. That was a good one. We still got a refund for that as well because it wasn't our meal. Oh, that was nice. Uber Eats or Postmates. Yeah, so it's like Uber Eats. I know Uber Eats. The weirdest bamboos I got was I bought a game at a store sealed, and when I got home there was... How? How did that even happen? I gotten more by accident. I'm like, I'll take it. I'll take this extra. Yeah, we basically just traded meals with somebody else, but it was kind of nice. Like, the game was in a locked case too. No one could have got it. It was fun explaining that at the store. Like, listen, I know it was sealed, but there was nothing inside. You forgot my game. Oh, just an error at the packing place? I've never had... Oh, no, that's not true. We ordered from Wagamama's once, and they... So I had a bowl of ramen. Shiny had a bowl of ramen. When it got to us, they had doubled our order, and we were so confused because I was like double checking to be like, you know, did I pay extra? I did not. So we had like so much ramen. We're like, oh god, this is a lot. I wasn't expecting this much ramen. I can barely finish one bowl, let alone 4. That was pretty good. I liked that though. It was nice. I got extra eggs and stuff. Oh dear. Because I always order my ramen and then I order an extra egg on the side. So I had like 4 eggs. So much egg. It was good. I liked it. A happy accident, I would say. Right. I will put the proper top thread in for now. No, I won't. I'll use that when we're doing a top stitch. Okay. This purple is just ever so slightly not quite the right colour, but because it's all going to be on the inside and you won't see it anyway, I don't mind too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what happened to me. Yeah, they just were like, have some extra food. Take more. I want ramen. Get ramen! You just ended stream, so you should be looking after yourself right now anyway, right? Oh dear. I'm gonna have stew for lunch. I have it defrosting in the fridge at the moment so I can eat my stew. Very heckin' exciting. It dropped frames once for me, by the way. How many frames we lost this one then? Oh! Well, that's unusual. Well, no, there they are. We have lost 656 frames. If anybody finds them, please let me know. I will take those frames back while I am live. Oh yeah. I think everything's tired today. I'm tired, my computer's tired. We're all just sleepy. You can be slightly larger than this. Thank you. Oh. There you are. Nice. That will end up, by the way, being the front of my neck. This is gonna be like here. Yeah. Neck front. Very cool. I meant to go around to there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I would, but that would require pants. Oh yeah, understandable. No one has time for pants. Oh yeah. Absolutely not allowed. No pants. No pants in this stream. Oh yeah. I'd love to get a ramen, but honestly, I'm really not very hungry today, so I don't think I'd eat it. Normally I'd be all about it, but I think right now I'd be a bit like, whoa, ramen, whoa. That's not how I want to eat my ramen. Plus I have like the spicy packet ramen downstairs, so if I really want it, there's something in the house I can make. But I think I prefer to have my stew. Ooh. There we go. Which one does that one go with? I don't know. I'll work that out later. I need to. Are pants pants or underwear? They're underwear. In England, pants are underwear. They're your undergarments. I have to attend a Zoom meeting tomorrow. Definitely considering the pantless news. Yeah! Pantless news. Underwear in the UK, in the US. You're in the US, so yeah. It's funny though, because whenever you say it, I'm like, it's alright, Dem, it's fine. We are also in no pants. Oh dear. But different kind of pants, I suppose. Which one do I want to go with first? Probably hold off on that one for now and do both sides. Film felt should be fine for my machine, right? It won't harm it. Depends. How strong is your machine? It shouldn't hurt it. I should say, like, it shouldn't damage your machine normally. It, you know, worst comes to worst, you're gonna start snapping needles. I think felt's pretty lightweight most of the time, unless you layer it up a lot, though. Once it gets to coat thickness, that's when I'm like, you might want a slightly stronger machine. But felt's normally not too bad. A little bit thinner. Oh. I was adapting to you though. I meant underwear. Knew it. Good show, Dan. That's exactly what we like to see in this stream. Oh dear. I think that's the side of my head. Probably. Oh, mine is yours. No command. So ramen missions for me. Sorry, I read that weird. Yeah, can you not order it to your house, or would you have to go out to collect it? Then again, I guess you'd still have to answer the door. Yeah, I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. Oh. I don't want it to be folded underneath. There we go. Oh yeah. Yeah, see what now? No. Like so it's TOS. So you can't wear underwear on stream, right? So you are just following the Twitch guidelines by not wearing underwear on stream. Very good. That's what we like to see. Good law-abiding citizens. Damn, there is a hilarious place in Elden Ring to the farm runes. You shoot a bird, it kills itself, and you get 11. I've seen it. Yeah, I'm not there yet. Oh my god, what? That's a heckin' something. Oh dear. I love little bugs like that. I found the bar folder farm. No, heck yeah. So you would say it'd be fine, like, through your machine, because my machine is pretty much your machine. Oh yeah, like my machine can sew anything. My machine can sew hands. And so, like, I think at that point, it's probably strong enough to go through felt. Nothing, I think, has been thicker than my hands. Probably. And that didn't even snap a needle. Normally when my needles do snap, it's because of a tension issue. Yeah. Streamers wear those old-fashioned butt-flap onesies for underwear. Yeah, basically. So that means, you know, with the hole in my seat, I can just poo as I stream. That's how it goes, you know. It means I don't have to take breaks. It's very, very, very efficient. Pig farm in Bloodborne where you run past 2 giant pigs to make them fight a bunch of Wait, are those the pigs with the eyeballs? I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't played Bloodborne yet, but I have seen pictures and gifs. Are they the ones with like 1,000,000 eyeballs? Oh dear, yeah! Oh, Bloodborne looks weird. I don't know. All the images and gifs I see of Bloodborne, I'm like, what the hell is going on in this game and why? The pigs with the eyeballs, heck yeah. I knew it. The only pigs with eyeballs. Other pigs, they don't have eyeballs. These pigs, they do. Jelly, I've never done art in front of people. What do I do tomorrow? Are you doing art? Ooh. Are you doing traditional or are you doing, on the computer? Digital. Traditional or digital? I mean, make yourself a nice cup of tea and have a chill time with it. And you could always do audience requests if you've not got anything you're specifically planning to draw. There are non-eyeball-y versions of the pigs. Most pigs have eyeballs. No ad, I refuse. You know, I've seen a lot of pigs in my days and none of them had eyes. I'm pretty sure. Eyeball-y one in the nightmare. Yeah, I think that's the one I've seen. I've seen like a pig with like a lot of, like hundreds of eyeballs and I was like, oh, okay. That pig's got a lot of eyes. It's sketches, my boob turbo girl. Ooh! I would say maybe you could have like, kind of like song requests on streams. You could have it like drawing requests and your doodle doodles for people. It's a good way of pushing you to do things you wouldn't normally draw. It's a nice audience participation. And yeah. They don't have to be massive, massive sketches. They could be like, yay big. And you could like build them up on a piece of paper. How dare you say tit in my stream? Absolutely terrible ad. Oh dear. Boobtober sounds like fun sketching exercise, like a Damn, you got someone who asks you to draw a tit, just draw the bird. Exactly. I don't think anyone would ask them to draw a tit though, except maybe me, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm a nice bean. I'm a nice bean in Dem streams. I would never tell Dem to draw boobs unless. Oh dear. Permitted term tit, comma. Yeah, if you do tit without the comma, that might still be banned. Be careful. But tit with the comma, that's okay now. We've allowed tit with comma. Oh dear. This is why we can't normally have auto mod this high though, because we talk about I'd say that we talk about boobs in very much like a educational kind of tone for the most part. We do talk about boobs a lot, so yeah. It would just ban half the words I want to say. I prefer a tit comma. Good way to coma. So good way to have tit coma. What the hell? Like a lovely pillow. I'm not sure it's comfortable for the person you're lying on though. Yeah, they'd have to be like in it for the long haul. And you get a yellow one maybe. Boobs. Yeah, boobs are fine. All fine. Okay, let's start pinning these together a bit. That is a piece. I don't remember which one. 2 seconds. Let me look. This is why I need this. It's because I forget. This is, I think it's 2. Yeah, that's 2. And that's gonna be I don't remember that one either. That is a 1. And that's a 2. So these pieces don't go together. Okay, well, I'd rather know. That being said, does this piece go? No, that's another 1. This is 2. Okay. There you go, there you go. This should be this piece with this piece. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. I don't have enough brain today to do this. Tit coma, do you mean a breast? Yeah. What about bobs? Bobs is always allowed. Of course, boobs had to be read in the voice of cinemas. Nothing more than a multitude of Roberts. Oh god, have you ever heard the song 99 words for boobs? Are there 99 words for boobs? Or is this like, you know, when people say like, oh, I got absolutely gazeboed. Like, you didn't. But it's another word for drunk, I suppose. But then anything could be a word for drunk, really. Is it like that? To the tune of 99 red balloons. You know what? I have not heard that. I have not heard that. What a treat for the ears. Oh, dear. Oh, you're not long enough? Do you need assistance? I can pull you this way a bit, and then we can repin this. Damn, you were doing so well. That's okay. Happens, it happens. Let's get that in there. And then get these out. Is that better? Are you happy with that? Difficult to say, really? Who can say? Not me. I don't know. There we go. And then pin this one in place. Music, are you okay? You're like just gaining more layers. Okay, I think we've calmed down on that. Okay, so that should then be roughly the side of my head. Oh dear. It's generally an interesting yeah, post music. Also, Safi, I suppose it could be an interesting time. I was confused. I was like, why is everyone saying it's interesting here? We're always like this. Probably. Yeah, it's always an interesting time. Post it. Post it. Oh dear. Like, get that out of here, Dem. We don't need that in chat. I posted, then lost internet. Ouchie, welcome on in. Now I'm lost on what's happening. Wait, Ouchie. Oh, maybe your post didn't go through. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. You know, you're confused on what's happening? Same. Don't worry, you're not alone. Every day someone comes into this chat and is confused about what's happening. I'd say about a good half the time it's me. Oh dear. This is not a terrible song. Oh, is it gonna be copyright or not? Probably it is, right? Oh god, am I live? Shoot, I suppose I am. Where is it? Or would it be in your own chat music? No. Wait, where am I? Oh, there I am. Oh yeah, I've just been posting Eurovision stuff constantly. Oh dear. Or did he post it in here? No. Ode to Joys. Ode to Joys? They're called Ode to Joys? If someone come along and called, like, and I was braffing someone, they were like, oh yeah, I just need a new measurement on my Ode to Joys. I'd be like, what? I don't think I'd know what they were talking about. Oh wait, am I pinning the wrong side to the wrong side? I am. I remember. That side goes to this side. Sorry, my bad. The other one's gonna need to be repinned, but that's okay. I was getting confused because I thought they were meant to be facing down and they were facing up suddenly. And that was because I made a mistake. Let me fix that mistake that I made. Yeah, this makes a lot more sense, honestly, and it's gonna fit a lot better too. Oh dear. Oh. I guess it's a good way for people to get around saying it. I've had a Belgian bun. Oh, you know what? I think I could eat that. That's like, yeah, I would eat a Belgian bun right now. Oh my god. Oh, I am insanely jealous. I want a Belgian bun. Oh, I'd have to go out to get one though. Unfortunately, there are not any nearby. Right, let me refix this really quickly. It's just not quite right. They're pinned to the wrong sides. It's meant to be pinned to the bottom. That's alright. I'd rather realize that I've made a mistake before continuing. Yeah. Otherwise that could be annoying to fix later on. So, honestly, good job us. We're doing it. We're heckin' doing it. We're doing cosplay. Crazy. Wait, what? When she at an advanced age, do they become stars? Absolutely not, I'm afraid. If someone come in and tell me they want to have their star-stamp-bangled banners fitted, I think I'd walk out. I think that'd be it. That'd be it for me. Posted it. I imagine you could play it on stream. It's a very old internet parody. Okay. Okay, give me 2 seconds and I'll play it. I'll finish pinning this. Heck yeah, thank you for posting that. Also, Supreme, welcome. You're just in time to listen to the boob song. Gotta go. Oh, SJS, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and get some good sleep. I'd absolutely eat food right now, but I have to put it in the air fryer and wait a whole 14 minutes. Yeah, that's an inconsiderate amount of time if you're hungry right now. Heck yeah, that's the top of my head. Can you guys tell? The top of my head. Right. Croc. The image, though. Oh, it's restricted and only available on YouTube. Okay, that's fine.
Jugs and orbs and darts and gourds, Elmer Fuds and bouncing Buddhas, sweater stretchers.
Oh, I think they've already gone outside of the normal. Oh, good lord.
Scooby snacks and snake eyes dice, Jello molds and
oh no, get jelly out of there. None of that. Wait, what's on the video? Wait, I'm not watching the video. Is the video 99 words for boobs? Oh yeah, that's a lot. Oh no! Yeah, don't watch it like. I was like, when I was here before, it was only showing pictures of inanimate objects. Oh god.
WMDs, MREs, and PFDs.
I don't even know what half of these are. Also, hi Disneyland. Hi George, how goes it? We're listening to 99 words for boobs right now.
Servers, holy grails, whoopee cushions, humpback whales.
Oh, you know what? Whoopee cushions I think I've heard.
Super big gulps, double whoppers, pillows,
Double whoppers? Is that a burger? Armadillos? Those are terrible. That's terrible. Is it? I don't know what that is. Ah, yes, tongue solo. Go. You know what? I was just thinking not enough songs these days had tongue solos. No, my parents watch these streams. Screaming? Oh, no, 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 no. You're reaching a bit. Words for boobs. You can't have them scream. That's no good, that is. Sorry, I draw the line at screaming.
2-point jumpers, Bambi's thumpers.
Oh.
Baby buggy bumpers.
Live learn? No. Meals ready to eat. Oh. Oh no. I found out 5 seconds from Men's Happiness. Oh really? It's because Prince of the few artists who would do that. He died recently. Ah. Heck.
We're quite a pair 'cause I'm a boob.
You can't say that. Banned on Twitch. Oh my god, some of these pictures. Jesus Christ. Alright, Croc, come back. I'm tired, got called for work, just got home eating dinner. How are you doing? Recently the man's been dead for... Oh god. Yeah, it's been a while. But everything feels recent, you know? It feels recent, Dem. It feels recent. Do you want to know, Jelly? It depends. Is it inappropriate? If it's inappropriate, no. If it's appropriate, sure. I won't agree to it if it's weird. Find a woman who can make you laugh. Find a woman who can cook. Find a woman who really listens. Find a woman who is good in bed. Make sure 4 women don't find out about each other. What? Oh dear. Oh dear. My life intensity is such that I can call that recent. Yeah. Babs. Top ball. 4 others. Babs I've heard. Nox, I don't know the other one. I've only heard Babs. Oh. God. Oh, also, actually, wait a minute. Stop this conversation right now, you terrible people. Terrible. We can't talk about this on stream. We're not a mature channel right now. So we might have younger people here. Absolutely terrible. How could you? You can't say that on my Twitch stream. Awful. Oh no. Terrible. Tut tut tut. Well, you not like that? No, it's good. It's very funny. Oh dear. Your life is like 300 years, I'd say. Also, Sunkoi, welcome on in. If anyone is not aware, Sunkoi does cosplay on Twitch, and they've taken a bit of a break recently because they had to sort some stuff out. But they might be back next month, or maybe at the end of this month even. And you know what they're doing? They're making a big cosplay that they might be also entering into TwitchCon. So hey, if you want to extend the tournament arc, go follow Sunkoi. More tournament arc over there. Oh dear. You can say about boobs. You don't lecture me. No, I did no such thing. Oh dear. Oh, thank you for shouting out Sunkoi. And thank you for shouting out George as well. If any of you beans don't know George is a very sweet bean streamer on Twitch. They stream a lot of sports and co-op games, and they're like they're an absolute riot. They're so fun. Very sweet bean. Definitely check out. Oh yeah, and if you haven't checked out Dem literally raided us a few minutes ago and immediately came in and started talking about the boob song. So I would say if that sounds up your alley, go check out Dem. Nah, they're a really sweet bean streamer. They deserve a lot of heck and love. They're always supporting this channel as well. Oh dear. Wow! What? I have to blame someone. I blame Dan. As a streamer, I will not take responsibility for any of my wrongdoings. I'll just blame someone else. Right? That's how it's done, right? Which side are you on? Is it this side? I think so, yeah. Oh dear. Oh, is it on this side? Oh, it's on this side. Okay, so I need this one. Yeah, that's better. Oh no, what happened? Wait, Boobs was allowed earlier like that. Oh god, Messenger, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. How goes it? Another heckin' sweet bean streamer, another one has arrived. They're very heckin' talented and creative bean. They do a lot of chill games and sometimes some not so chill games, but their community is always chill. There you go. If you're looking for a chill place, there's a chill place. I didn't start the boob talk. It was ongoing. The words just started flowing. Yeah, listen, I had to blame someone. And I just permitted the term boobs. Version song, we don't talk about boobs. No, no, no. We don't talk about boobs. We don't. You're right, you're right. Good shout. Jelly, well, not great. Sick in bed. Oh, you got Rona? I'm sorry. I hope you get better soon. Is this your first run with it? Or if you had it before? I've got... Oh, dear. Heck, I hope you feel better soon. Let's get well soon. Heck yeah, first time sick with it. Oh, God. Yeah, it can hit you really hard. It come out of nowhere. I hope you get better soon. Oh yeah. I think that's right. Wait, I need to look at it. I'm sorry. I don't have a brain at the moment, so I forget everything as soon as I do it. Is this the right way round? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think that's going around my face, but I wasn't sure. There we go. There's another piece ready. And like that. Yeah. Oh dear. Is it extra bad because we're moving next week and now I need to quarantine? Oh god, because the movers can't come in if you have to quarantine, right? Nah. But I think most places these days make accommodations for COVID because it has just been such a thing. Like I've had to do this twice and I've had to isolate 3 times. And every time people have been very accommodating because, like, you know, it's frustrating for everyone. Like, we all know the deal. No one wants to have to do it, but like, it is what it is. Get food. Get some heckin' food. Enjoy the heckin' snacks. You deserve snacks. I really do enjoy that we don't talk about Pluto. We don't talk about Pluto. No. Oh dear. Oh, it doubly sucks, does. Not in Germany. We like strict rules here. Oh god. So they won't make accommodations for you. Like they won't move it back next week. That's kind of sucky though. Like it's not like you did it on purpose. I don't understand why they can't make an accommodation for you. Like they can't be like, well, put a shit back 1 week or something. Or you can come in and get COVID. Up to you, you know. If you want to come in and get COVID, but like. Otherwise, push it back a week. Because yeah, it's not like you've done it on purpose. It's just how it is, isn't it? Oh dear. Get those in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, we shall and see, and hopefully another appointment very soon. No, it's up in the air. They should move it back, but like they might not have time, and I have no idea how many landlords will do it. I mean. We have some rules here in the UK about that kind of thing. I don't know if you have those same kind of rules where it's like, yeah, keep everyone safe. But they would, when we moved, it was like right at the beginning of a lockdown, and so basically everything changed, and yeah, we couldn't see anyone, but they were very accommodating anyway. Every landlord basically was like, our old landlord did the same thing. If you need to stay extra long, you can. all that kind of stuff. It was very heckin' accommodating. Because it makes sense. Like, they probably don't want to help you move house when you have COVID anyway, right? So it makes sense for them to look out for you a bit. Oh dear. For us out, we shall see. I would rather have it had it like the plan, you know. It's okay. I assume it'd be okay. Just yeah, no, I get you. I would be very anxious as well. Even if it was like sorting itself out well, I get you. It is a very unpleasant situation to have to be in. I hope something gets sorted quick so you can get better and not have to stress out. Yeah. Because when you're sick, you don't want to be getting stressed out. You wanna get better. Oh dear. How are you doing today? How's the cosplay coming along? I'm very sleepy. I have a proper sleepy brain today, but the cosplay in general is coming along really, really well. Like, we have got most of the armor pieces done. I need to do a couple of extra side pieces on the skirt, and then I really just need to get my scales in order, and then we can put together the dress, which is a really, really big step in the costume for us, because it's such a long step, right? So that's really heckin' good. And then today we're just focusing a little bit on the headpiece, getting a couple of the extra bits done. We did the same thing yesterday where we kind of just got the bodice in a good position. And yeah, it's coming along well. It's a slow process, but it's going really heckin' good. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So at the moment I'm just pinning all the bits so I can sew them all at the same time. You know, it is kind of lazy, but also I don't want to have to keep pinning and sewing, so I do it all at once and it makes my life easier. Go. And get that up there. And then take this to the other side and pin it on there. No. Where are my pins? There they are. And pull that out nice and tight. Yeah. Oh, I still got to be a lurk. Oh no, you're good, Sunkoik. Have a nice lurk. Enjoy yourself. Slow and steady wins the first place. I hope so. Except Sunkoi enters as well. I'd be quite happy if Sunkoi won. I'd be alright with that. Honestly, all of the cosplayers I've met that are considering entering, I would be quite happy if they all seem really nice. So it's like, I hope anyone wins. I think it would be nice. I just want to get in, to be honest. It doesn't really matter past that, but if I can get in, that would be great. But for so many reasons, it'd be great. Get in, and then past that, meh. Don't really mind. Don't really mind, honestly. Okay, get that up there. And then put that in there. I think that should mean we're pretty good to go. It's pretty alright. It's pretty okay. Yeah, I think we can sew that up. Let's do that. Fingers crossed. Plus, if you would get in, we could see each other in person. Yeah, so that would be one of the coolest bits, to be able to get in and then like actually meet everyone. I am seriously down that I make anything in time, and certainly not as detailed as this, but it'd be cool if we both made it. Yes! And then we could also meet. Everyone can meet. Oh, it'd be so cool. The thing is, Sunko, you're doing a very, the plans you've got are very, very different to this. I was going to ask you, sorry, I know you need to lurk, but anyway, would you be entering into the sewing or the armor class? And if you're lurking already, please just continue lurking, you're all good. You know what, it would have been good if I could remember that I wanted to ask that earlier. I have no memory. Get that in there. Or maybe even larger than life, but I'd assume it'd be one of those two. It could be larger than life. Oh dear. Yeah, if anyone wants to see what Sunkoi's doing, they're gonna have to check them out on their own heckin' channel. So go give them a heckin' follow so you can keep up to date with it. Cosplay tournament arc. go. Oh yeah. What's happening here? Like that. There you go. And bring that up here. Oh, pin, please. Please. There we go. Needs a little more armor, but has a lot of sewing elements. You could always play it by ear, and I know this is a bit cheeky, but if a lot of people are entering the armor category, you could enter the sewing category. If yours is a mixture of both, you'd have the freedom where if you maybe find like 20 people are entering for armor, because you can see them all on Twitch, you can snoop everyone that is, because we all have the same title at one point, and we have to save it as a highlight. So you can very easily see who is doing that. You could have a little look and be like, well, you know, 20 people are entering for armor, but only 2 are entering for sewing. Up to you, though, up to you. Gonna have to lurk for a bit. Oh, have a lovely lurk. And Messenger, I really hope that all sorts itself out so that you can get some proper rest and get better. Because, yeah, nasty disease it is. Very nasty. Look after yourself. Or have someone look after you for you. Either way. Oh, dear. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. All good. And yeah, I'm kind of... I think it would be difficult for me to enter it into anything that wasn't sewing, considering what I've done for this costume. It'd be nice to have the option, I suppose. Oh dear. Technically, I could enter larger than life. That'd be the only other thing. I could technically enter larger than life. But I don't think it really displays a lot of the skills that I've used. But I could. Go, that one. And then the top pieces. After this, we should be able to sew the 2 halves together at least, and then we could do the stitch down the middle here and then up the back for the zip. Yeah, we're getting along in this. Oh yeah. I'm probably gonna head to bed. You're absolutely fair, Zero. Please get some good sleep. Honestly, I would also go to bed probably if I wasn't streaming. And it's like the morning for me, but I probably would. I don't blame you. I don't blame anyone that wants to come in and go to bed. Same. Oh, did I catch it? I did. That's okay. I thought I might have, like, as I was stitching, I was like, oh, it feels a little weird. But I didn't stop. I just kept going. My bad. This is only a lining, but I still want it to look nice, you know? Let's re-sew that. There you go. It's better. Oh dear. And then I have not trimmed any of my threads, so I am gonna have to do like a thread trimming section, because all of my threads are still very much in the costume. Which is alright, but it's a bit messy. A little messy of me to have done that. There we go. There we go. And these 2. There we are. And down there. So this here is going to be the top of my head on one side. I don't remember which side. I think it's this side? Is it that side? I don't remember. I think so. I probably have to head out. Oh, Cos, you're good. Look after yourself. Thank you so much for popping by. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Everyone please do take care of your own needs. Like, it's all good. We'll just be here sewing a little headpiece. And your rest and your drinks. I'm also coming to the point of, do I want to do top stitches on these? I think I probably do. I could just iron them, but I am feeling kind of like in a top stitchy kind of mood. I think I'll do that. Oh, I didn't change the thread. Oh well. You know who will survive? Will survive. Do I want to do top stitch on the lining as well? Probably should. Right? Okay. This makes it nice and flat. Yeah, you know what? I don't mind the look of that. That looks okay. That looks okay. Oh, heck. Do you want to have a snack and a hydrate? We can have a snack and a hydrate. I'll do my best. I'm not really drinking or eating. So I probably should have a drink and a hydrate. Good afternoon, good night. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Take care, Zero. Thank you so much for popping by. Here's my hydrate. And in here, tucked away, I have some pretzels. Thank you for the snack break. There we go. I felt like I was saying that backwards, but I think it's actually okay. There we go. There's that. These are the lining pieces, right? So we want to do the same thing? Yeah, I think so. There we go. Not that you'll see any of this, this will all be inside of my head, but you know, it hopefully will mean it lies nice and flat on the inside of my head. That'd be nice. There we go. The old treatment goodbye. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. Yeah, yeah. I actually couldn't remember what it was from, but I was like, I know this, and I've completely forgotten where it is from. But yeah, heck yeah. I mean, it works very well on Twitch because people are, you know, all over the world. Some people come in their mornings, some people come in their evenings. Yeah, it works really well for Twitch. Oh, you got stuck on something? There you go. It'll help you. And then I shall make sure this is actually on the right side again because I see you flipping sides. That's no good. And that's all those bits. And then these bits. I probably should have done that bit first because that's not going to lie very flat now. Oops, my bad. I made a little mistake. That's okay. We will do this bit first. And I'll probably lie it on that side. Go. And then we can do this one, which I think is going to lie upwards, if I had to guess. I'm trying to go with like the way the fabric already wants to lie. So if it's already lying upwards, I just keep it like that. Go. Very nice. Especially as a lining, that will sit much, much closer to me now.
So that's good. I do need to do the little snip bit on all of them though. There you go. And then throw that up. There we go. Pull that out. Very nice. And then we'll do the one across here, which should already be lying in the right direction. Heck yeah. Oh, you got stuck. There you go. I think because it's such a thin material, sometimes with the settings I've got it on, my sewing machine doesn't even realise that it's there. That is mainly because I have it set up to go through slightly thicker materials, but it just gets confused. It's like, why are you sewing right now? There's nothing here. When there is something here. Oh dear. Oh, actually, I could probably be a bit cheeky anyway and just sew this flat with it being stuck in there, right? I just want it to be, you know, a little bit cheeky. Oh, there we go. That worked pretty well. And then go up this one. Oh, there you go. Alright, put that nice out, and then come to the point at the end. There we go. Last one then. And then that should be all the top stitches done. Oh dear. See, this one was on the inside. I kind of want this one on the inside too. For continuity's sake. So this one on the inside as well. There we go. Down that corner. And then, oh, last one, this one. Oh, yeah. There we go. Right, that's that all there. Now we can pin more together. Oh, sorry, T. So, we have this and this. That is the front of the costume. And then we should have 1 and 2. There they are. Oh, the top of the costume. Right, put that way round. Actually, no, put that way round, but have these there. There you go. And then, I don't know which way it goes round. Let me check. This one. I think this is around the back of the head, which means this would be on this side. I'm pretty sure. Using 100% of my brain right now trying to work this out. Pretty sure it's meant to be up there. I will quickly nip it on my head once I have sewn one of them, I think, on this one, just to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and I don't make a mistake, say like a bad mistake on both sides. Okay. And then, to me this probably makes the most sense. Would be if I've had this one pinned in like here. Oh, not with that pin though. There you go. And then with a pin that works, maybe had it go around like this. I think would make the most sense. Difficult to tell, honestly. The only thing is, it does make my head, like, my face is not that small, I don't think. Oh, maybe. Wait, but no, this has to go on the top of my head, right? So it's like there. And that means this bit goes in. Is that what I wanted? No, I think that's too small. I think it has to be the other side. Oh, yeah. So I'm pitting 2s to 1s. Why? I literally numbered these so I wouldn't make this mistake. God damn it, Jelly! Why are you like this? You label things to make it easier, and then you don't follow your bloody labels. Of course that's not gonna work. That's 2 and this is 2. There we go. That's what I wanted. Excuse me, I am, in fact, an idiot. And I make things easy for myself, and then I make it 10 times harder 2 seconds later. Oh dear. Alright, we've got it. This is what I was thinking. There we go. Get all that pulled out of there. And then do a little pin in this so it doesn't move around too much. And then we get this. I was gonna say, like, my head is small, but it's not that small. Like, that seemed a bit extreme. Put this in here. And then it also would have meant all the curves were at the back of my head, which they could be, but I don't think that's the shape of my head. There we go. Much better. And then use the pins I put in here, fill in some of those gaps, like by pulling this up. Go. I think that should work pretty well. That'll be half my head. That looks better. I was very concerned for a second. I was like, there's no way, that's not my head. That's not what my head looks like. But no, that does look like what my head should be. Oh dear. It's making my life hard for no reason. I am. To be fair, this is quite an intricate head mold comparatively to some of the other ones I've made, because it goes onto the neck as well. So I probably shouldn't beat myself up too much, but Coffee, welcome on in. You need help. I have a high fever. What should I do? Right, I've said this before and I'll say it again. I am not a doctor. I cannot give you any medical advice. If you are concerned, call your own healthcare professional. Don't talk to Twitch streamers about it. Because as much as I want you to get better and I want you to feel better, you won't get that from me. If you are struggling, call your own healthcare professional or call your emergency line if it's getting really bad. Yes. Jelly's totally a doctor. Oh yeah, totally. Clearly. I've got PhD written all over me. Yeah, no, we get this a lot. People come in and they say things like, I'm worried about my health, what should I do? Not talk to Twitch streamers is what you should do. You should go to your own healthcare professional. Because I can't help. And if you are in any like having any danger, I can't help. I do hope you feel better soon though. I hope whatever it is that plagues you goes away. Oh dear. There we go. That should be. Let's do the outsides first, make sure that I'm actually happy with the shape. Oh. I'm gonna see an actual medical professional as a better option. Yeah. A lot of people come in and say that kind of thing, and I absolutely do not agree with it at all. I think you put your own life at risk if you decide to take the advice of Twitch streamers. Dr. Jellyfish, Letty Face, PhD. Absolutely. Yeah, very, yeah, professional person. I have a PhD in boobs, maybe. But nothing else. Not that we can talk about that. Oh dear. You did go and they sent you home with pills. If it's not working, talk to your healthcare professional. In fact, leave the stream. Leave stream and go talk to your healthcare professional, because I don't want people here that are putting their health at risk, to be quite honest. I mean it as no offense to you personally. Please go look after yourself. Yeah. Just saw your stream title, you're a sleepy bean. I am a very sleepy bean today.
I thought I got good sleep, but apparently not, because I woke up with nothing. Don't infect us with your sickness. Yeah, get out. No sickness here. No, no. For your own good, please leave the stream and go prioritize your health. Yeah. Boobology. Yeah. Listen. I told everyone that I studied buildings, but that's just not true. Just not true. Didn't study buildings. Buildings was really close to the word boobs, so I was like, I think I can get away if I tell everyone I studied buildings, but in reality, I studied boobs. I studied the boob. There we go. Right, I'm gonna quickly pop this on my head. This is only half my head, but hopefully it should. It looks quite, what do you call it? Oh no, that's probably going from there then, isn't it? Let me show you what I'm looking at. Would you look at that? My hair is out, but this will eventually, hopefully, come round to the front. And yes, me too. I slept at 2:30 and woke up at 9. Yeah, I had a similar sleep, but like a bit earlier in the day, but about the same amount of hours. And I was like, I don't know why I'm so tired. Boobs are a structure, so that's true. Structural integrity. Yeah. Anyway, now you can see it. That's what I'm trying to aim for. Excuse me. Boobotextual studies. See, I don't think that's a course you can take yet. However, when it is a course one day in the future, because I'm sure that it will be, it just can't not be, right? I will reapply for university and I'm ready. I'm ready. You might have woken up in the middle of the cycle. I might have, but I've been having dreams every single night for like weeks, and so I would have thought my sleep would have been much worse all of these nights where I'm like constantly waking up, going back to sleep, having another dream, waking up, going back to sleep, having another dream. And yet last night I thought I got a really good night's sleep. Like, I don't remember any of my dreams. I don't really remember waking up at all either. So I think it should have been a pretty good night's sleep, and yet I've woken up feeling like I haven't slept for a week. Oh dear, so far the results are nice, thank you. I am going to sew the front together because this is gonna fit, so that's I feel pretty safe sewing the front bit, but we need to do all the insidey bits, and then we need to do some top stitching instead. And then we'll need to attach the inside bit to the outside bit. Yeah, very nice. Okay, that should be the bit at the front, which would then it looks like a bib. It looks like a bib right now. That's okay. It's fine. If it looks like a bib, it looks like a bib. Oh dear. See much of that last bit, that's okay. That should hold that flat. Good stuff. Good heckin' stuff. Alright. Oh wait, there was another bit that I just sewed, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. A bit that I just sewed that will in fact need a little bit of attention. Let's put some attention on that. Oh dear. I started using a website that tells me to wake up so I don't break my REM cycle. Oh, and the results are nice. I've been thinking about doing something like that. So you know you can get those armbands that tell you if you're sleeping well or not sleeping well, and you can kind of set it so that you wake up at the same time every time. You're basically just fixing your sleep cycle a bit. I've been thinking about getting one of those armbands, first of all to see what the hell I'm doing during the night, because my night's pretty crazy, but also to help hopefully improve my sleep. Yeah. I thought that would be a really nice addition. Oh yeah. The sleep's so important. Like, you know, even if you're like doing okay, sleep is so important to like continue to do okay. And I feel like it's one of the things I kind of neglected to try and sort out. So yeah, I thought that'd be a nice one. That'd be a nice one.
Alright, that's all the top stitches on the outside bit. I can't really do that back bit up yet until... No, that's not true. I can do it up a bit, but I'll probably hold off on that until I've got the lining done. Which we still need to do. So, should be that and that, I think. Oh no, that's the wrong one, because that's backwards. So it would be... Wait a minute. Wait, would it be... What? No, it's this one. I'm sure it's this one, right. Don't mind me just confusing myself again. Oh, Limit, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. We are making a headpiece for a costume, and I'm actually pretty close to getting the lining attached to the outside now, which is nice, because then I can maybe look at adding a zip. I would like to add a zip. That would be good. Oh dear. Now we're getting there. We're getting there. Is this the right side? Something about this doesn't feel right again. I think this is the right side though, because yeah, the other side goes to a point. Just a lot wider on the outside than I was expecting. That's okay. How do I want to fix this? Probably that I did the darts a little bit too big, because I couldn't see them as well. That's okay. I mean, we can live with that. It's not the end of the world. I'll try and move it to a middly bit, so that when we attach the two, we can maybe account for that. Because these should line up pretty well, but they're just a little bit off. Not unmanageable, but noticeable for me at least. Oh dear. Right, let's get that side sewn on. And then we'll look at, ow, sorry. We'll look at doing the top stitch and then doing the other side, doing the top stitch, and then, I know I said I didn't want to do it like this, like pinning and stuff like that, but we're pretty close to getting this done at this point, so I'm okay with it a little bit more. And then just have that going around the corner. Plus, it's probably easier to do the top stitches when they're not attached to everything else. There we go. Fold that over that way, and sew that down. And then under there. Very nice. Oh, did I move that again? There you go. That's better. One side. And then let's do the other side. Should be this side. And then throw that in here. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's do that one. It's got the same issue, so maybe I did the darts bigger on both sides. It's weird, because I don't... But then that one does look like quite a large dart, actually, so maybe I did. Yeah, I think that it's probably just the darts are a bit big. Again, I'd rather have the darts bigger on the inside anyway, because they cover a little bit less space, so they don't get in the way as much, and we don't get so much wrinkling on the lining when it's on the head. But yeah, that's technically my bad. I don't think I need to fix it, but yeah, I'll keep an eye on that next time I make the pattern. Okay, and now we can sew both this front bit together. Go. I have so much to trim on this. It's so thready. I mean, that is completely my own fault. Also, pin cushion. I want a good pin, please. Please, just a good pin. Bile, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. What are we working on today? I don't see the head mold. Oh, did you see it on Twitter? I did the what do you call it? The duct tape bit yesterday, because I thought if I did it on stream a few people might get worried, because it does, you know, it is wrapping cling film and duct tape around one's head, and I remember last time I think a few people got nervous, so I did it off stream because we got a lot of sweet beans in chat who worry, and I didn't want to worry anyone. That's not the vibes I'm trying to put out here. So yeah, we did it off stream, but if you want to see it, it'll be on Twitter forever now. And it's on the Discord too. Forever evidence of a duct tape head. The hero nobody wanted. Not even me. As the person who it is. Oh dear. Right, let's do a quick top stitch there. Pulling it around as I go. And then, should we trim a few threads and then pin these together? I think we might want to trim a few threads. The amount of thread. It looks like it's been knotting, but it's not been. It's just I haven't trimmed my thread at all. There we go. What's that? That. Oh, thank you for the socials in the chat, George. I appreciate it. Heck yeah. Someone on Discord. That's the hero by Money song. God. No. See, now that looks like a crappy Eurovision costume or something like that. I just duct taped myself into it. Yes. It's all good. Don't mind me becoming the duct tape over here. It's very hot doing duct tape like that. Like when you do it over your head. I always get very, very warm. Have to do it quickly and be careful. And obviously when you're using cling film and stuff near your face, don't put it over your mouth and nose. And when you're putting the duct tape around your neck, don't go too tight. It sounds like common sense, but I'm sure someone could hurt themselves. Go, God. This is just half of it and there's so much There we go. And is there one left there? There is one left there. There you go. Get that out. How are you doing at the top there? Got just a couple. That's okay. Get that out there. Got any around the dart? Yeah, we got a little bit around the dart. Okay. This is why you trim threads as you go. So you don't get to this point where you want to keep going, but there's just so many threads in the way that you have to spend time trimming. Trim them as you go. Don't do what I do. Learn from my mistakes. It's terrible. Oh dear. And there you go. There's that one. Are there any? Yeah, there's more. I've only done this side, haven't I? Ooh, okay. Go in from this side. So on Discord, oh sorry, today Dr. Dave is working on a specialist subject, pain. Pain and very thready. You have to remove all of these threads for the patient to survive. So, as you can see, I'm going through incredibly delicately, not leaving any thread behind. Very important. Oh, God, there we go. And get that out there. And then that out there. I think I'll turn it over because sometimes there's threads on the other, yeah. There is in fact threads on the other side. You hadn't even managed to finish saying it. Oh heck! So, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. We are trimming threads because I didn't trim them earlier and I have now been left with a mess of threads because I was not organized, because I was doing things in a quick order rather than the good order. So now I have to suffer. I think that's everything though. Oh no, I can see. Oh, that's the other one, right? Yeah. There we go. Alright, I think that's probably the lining done. Let's do the outside bit now. Part 2. Let's go. Oh dear, Shiny's like, let's get this let's get this on tape then. Lots of creates, welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. Welcome, welcome. We're just quickly doing some thread trimming because I was very messy and I didn't trim my threads as I went, and so now I have messy threads everywhere. There we go. Get all that out. I'm really pleased we put the extra piece of lining with the white in here though. It's really making it look a little bit stronger. I could have done an iron-on interfacing to be fair, but I just didn't fancy getting the iron out. Honestly, just didn't want to. No ironing for me today. I don't want to iron. Not feeling it. It was probably more effort to do it the way we did it though. Oh dear. I just didn't want to iron. Okay, let's just quickly flip it over. Get all this cut and trimmed. That big bolt in the middle. Ooh, there you go. That. Some of them are gone from the inside now because I trimmed them on the outside, but there's still a lot. Go. Heck. Oh dear, just my lunch break. Oh, lovely. Well, I hope you've got some good food. Also, is that Katharina? Welcome on in. My channel got recommended to me in women's history. Oh, heck yeah. Well, welcome on in. That's very heckin' cool. Oh dear. We make cosplays here. But at the moment we're working on a really big cosplay for TwitchCon Amsterdam to try and get into that. We used to do smaller cosplays, like month cosplays. Whereas, yeah, at the moment we've been working on this one for like 8 months. It's a big one. But it should be good. And honestly, I love these long projects. There's always something to do. So like on your evenings when you're a bit bored, it's like, well, just pick it back up. Do a little bit more. They suit me very well. God, okay, I think we're nearly through. An end is in sight. Go. Need to trim this. I do. Go. Yeah, basically the reason I'm trimming it, even though you'll never see this inside bit, is because they can kind of add bulk that I don't want later. So I just get rid of it now, so I don't have to worry about it. If it was only 1 or 2 threads, it wouldn't be an issue, but with the amount of threads we've got on here, it probably would be an issue quite quickly. There you go, get that there. And I don't see any more that initially need it, but like, look at all this thread. Do you see all this? So much, so much. Amsterdam, I'll go there. Heck yeah, it's very impressive to me that people do their own cosplay. Honestly, it's so much fun. It's not going to be for everyone, and I completely understand, respect it. It's not everyone's cup of tea. But if you like making things, if you like making and doing a lot of problem solving, I think cosplay is so fun. It is big on problem solving because you kind of have to make something that isn't in reality. But oh, I know, I recommend it so highly. But then I am biased. This is my hobby. This is what I do. Go. So what we're going to be doing here, we're going to be pinning it towards the back. So we just have to pin the lining and the insides back to back. So we can turn them inside out in a minute. But I will say at the moment, it does feel like things are lining up pretty well. I think the lining might be just a little bit bigger, but that normally happens with these kind of duct tape patterns because you're adding layers on one side, not doing it on the other, so they don't quite match up. But it's pretty damn close. And it's not like a problem, really. Because I know that the one that's correct is probably the one that's got the white fabric attached to it, and that's the smaller one. Go. Oh dear. Hiya, George. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, if you're curious about the cosplay or the competition we're entering, there are the heckin' links. There are the heckin' links, just there. So you can, if you're a cosplayer yourself and you want to enter, you have like all the information. Also, oh my god, Comical. Welcome on in. How goes it? I hope you're having a good week. 2 seconds. Let me do you a shout out, Bean. Fired, because I'll grab the hi, Fired. How goes it? I hope you're having a good day. Welcome on in. It's calm. Oh, look, okay, it's gaming. There we go. What were you up to today? Armor 3? Ooh. How are you finding it? Are you having a good time? Also, if you do need to go get drinks or snacks, please do. Please don't starve. Oh dear. Thanks, Phil. Thank you. Heck yeah. Good to hear it. We are making a headpiece today. It's gonna make it look like a... To be fair, Zay earlier said it was like my knight armor. It does kind of look like that sort of thing, but it's just gonna be the bit that goes underneath the helmet. So it'll have the visor and such attached to it. There we go. That's that bit. And then we need to do up to the top of the head as well. So. Let's see. About to there, I'd say. I don't want to sew the top piece the whole way around, but I do want a little bit, because I don't want the zip to come up to my forehead, you know? So we will probably put it to about there. There we go. There we go. Good day, Jenny. Just popping in for the raid. Super tired. Oh, you're all good. Look after yourself. Thank you so much for dropping everyone here. And yeah, go get some heckin' rest, food and stuff. If anyone is new here from the raid, welcome on in. We make cosplays. We're at the moment making a really, really big cosplay for TwitchCon Amsterdam to try and get into that. If you are curious about the cosplay, it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced Mateus. If you want to see pictures or learn more about them, !cosplay in chat will take you to the cosplay page. And if you are yourself a cosplayer and maybe interested in entering the same competition for TwitchCon, which I would highly recommend, honestly. Listen, it's a good one. I recommend it. I've done competitions for a while. I'd recommend this one. But yeah, if you're interested in that, !comp in chat will take you to the competition page for Amsterdam. There is one going for San Diego as well. I don't think I have the link for that one, but you should be able to get it from the Amsterdam one. Geez, it's a huge cosplay. Oh, it is. It's a very big cosplay. I think because I wouldn't normally do cosplays this big, truthfully. I love them, but you can't really do them all the time. It's so much work and effort, but they're really, really fun to do every now and again and really push yourself. The problem solving on these is just off the scale. It is nice to do them every now and again. Oh, actually, have I done this correctly? I don't need to pin the top. Right? No, I don't need to pin the top because I'll be doing that separately. That's okay. Better to know and not make that mistake now. We'll do that separately in a minute. I remembered. It's okay. Everything's fine. Definitely. Heck yeah. Nah, they're a good laugh. And doing them on Twitch is really nice because for these really, really long costumes where you're kind of working for hours and hours and hours and hours at a time, you have company. It doesn't feel like you're on your own. It's nice. There we go. So yeah, would recommend. Any cosplayers in chat that are umming and ahhing as well, if you get into the event, so you enter to get a position in the event. If you do get a position, Twitch basically pays your way here. They give you $1,500 towards expenses like travel and hotels. So if money's the problem, do not worry, they will help you. There is help. I think it's one of my favorite parts about it because it does make it a lot more accessible to people. Especially like the traveling part. There we go. Oh, let's sew around this a bit. For sure, yeah. So it's a really good one to enter. Again, I know I'm kind of just like going over and over on this, but like I do recommend it. If you're a cosplayer in chat who is looking for a cosplay competition, maybe consider entering TwitchCon. I think you'll have a good time with it. Plus the entry qualifications are quite easy to do as long as like you're not too worried about being on camera. You just have to stream 15 hours of your costume with the correct title. And then, which way around is it on this one? I don't know. It's there. And then highlight those so that they don't leave your Twitch. And then you're basically ready. I'm not much of a cosplayer at all because I don't have the confidence, unfortunately. Oh no, you're good. The thing is, I kind of feel the same in that when I started cosplaying, I was very, very unconfident. And you can kind of just tell from all of the old photos where I really just don't know what I'm doing. And like, I'm really nervous and I'm really shy and I don't want to be there. But then like, once you give it a go once, and I would recommend to give it a go at a convention if it is something that interests you. It was such a positive experience, I just could not do it again. Yeah. Oh dear. I was very nervous the first time though. Again, you can kind of see it from all the old photos, but like, which I don't have many up of actually. I think I have the one. But I don't have so many up of the old photos. Although I do, no, that's not true actually. I have the whole video on the YouTube of all of the old cosplays I did, so I do have quite a few. The ones before Instagram. Oh dear. There we go. Oh. I want you to come out, not go forwards. And then this is going to need a very firm top stitch. I feel this will need a good top stitch. That's okay. We can provide a good top stitch. Go. And bring that around there. I think this should work. It's always a little difficult to tell, but I'm pretty confident this should work. There we go. Right. So what it should be now is, do I pull it all through there? I think so. Yeah, get in there. This is how I turn it inside out, right? I think so. I will need to trim this up a bit so that it turns inside out easily, actually, thinking about it. Do I want to do that first? Do I want to make my life easy first? Okay. Stop turning it inside out. Stop. Bring it back, bring it back. I've not made it easy for myself yet. Okay. I need to put some little snips into it. Understandable, yeah. I mean, I was also pretty young when I did my first cosplay. I think I was... I can't remember ever if I was like 16 or 17. I was pretty young. We know that much. And yeah, you know, as many young people are, I was not super confident with how I looked. And it was the first cosplay I ever made. And I was just kind of like nervous. But then once we got to the con, I remember being so glad. So glad that we cosplayed. Because it was a very big event and basically everyone was in cosplay. And I was like, man, I would have felt like I really, really missed out if I didn't do that, huh? So I remember being really glad that I did. Oh dear. But yeah, when we were like catching the taxi to get to the con and all that kind of stuff, I was like shitting myself. I was like, oh my god, this is, I'm so scared. What if people think we look stupid? What if I think I look stupid? And all these very, very, yeah, not nice thoughts. But then as soon as I got there, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of get this. Nobody's being like that. It's just chill. I'm so glad it was, because I would have stopped cosplaying if I was like, if it didn't go well, I think. I can't imagine I would have continued. I would have just been like, nah, not for me. Oh dear. An alternate universe where I have a bad experience and I just never cosplay again. Ooh. Not to say it was like without hiccups, but like nothing that would have really, really, really put me off. Oh yeah. There we go. Now we turn it inside out. Okay. I think I need some scissors to really quickly get that bit at a proper point.
Push it down in there. Oh god. Rambo! Thank you so much for the party. Yeah, first time matters so much. Oh, absolutely. If you have a bad experience, it can stick with you with anything, to be fair. Oh dear. Jason, welcome on in. How are you doing? How have you been? I'm alright. I'm a bit sleepy, but I'm good. Party. We like to party. We like to party. The Venga bus is coming and everybody's jumping. New York to San Francisco, an interstate free disco. The wheels of steel are turning and traffic lights are burning. So if you like the party, come on and move your body. Thank you for the party. Very cool. Oh my god, Vile! The most intense dancers. Heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh dear. There we go. Right, so I need to pin this on the right side so that I can get like a good, what would you call it? Top stitch on it? Yeah, quite important, quite important. And then we'll have a look at fitting this zip. It's gonna be an interesting experience, I expect, but that's all right. To try it on, I need to fit the zip. No real way around that. I can hold it up to myself as it is, but I don't know if it fits me yet. Okay. But I am going to do these top stitches because otherwise they could look quite messy, and I don't want that. I want it to look neat already. There we go. And put that there. Which side has... Okay. I'm trying to work out which side the top is. The other side, the side that I'm not pinning, of course. Oh dear, typical. No, that's fine. This is the side that should really be being pinned. Okay. Also a very, very thick area. That's okay. Oh yeah. Get that under there. Oh my god, the pin! The pin! There we go. Okay. That can go in there. And then just keep going the whole way up. Oh yeah. There we go. Get that around there. Yeah, this is tricky stuff, but we're getting there. I must sleep. Oh no, Fired! It was lovely to see you. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your heckin' day. Yeah. Oh, what is... Oh, there's a pin in there, that's why. I was like, what is this? Why is it... I turned the whole pin inside out, heck. I didn't even know. Oh dear. No. Fired, get some good sleep. Thank you so much for popping by. Look after yourself. And... Oh my god. Oh, and Fire, thank you for the follow as well. That's very heckin' kind of you. Thank you, I will. Probably after stream. I'll eat my stew and then I'll doze off for a bit. Oh yeah, there we go. It is starting to look more like a face thingy. I do need to suck one of the sides into the other side so that it looks neat. That's that. Okay. I'm getting confused. Honestly, I'm probably confusing myself. Oh no, it's this bit. That's... Like, where have I turned it inside out from? Here? Is that correct? No, I don't think so. Here? Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it. Turned it inside out from here. I was struggling to find the other half there. No, we got it. We got it. We got it. Here. There we go. Well, yeah, I know. That's how I feel looking at this. I'm like, I don't understand. Which way round is it meant to be? I know this is my pattern, but I don't get it. I don't understand my own pattern. Help. There we go. And
down there. And then up there. Hopefully it's even on both sides. That's another thing. I hope it's reasonably even. This morning, I went to the post office and picked up 2 packages, both of which were me's. And now I got 2 of the 5 cameras I was expecting. Heck yeah. That's a good start to the day. Having something in the post that's nice. Heck yeah. Oh, right. Why do I have no good pins? Oh god, that's really bent. That one's okay. You might be able to... No. I need the really sharp ones to get through this. For some reason, it's only lining fabric, but god does it not like to pin. Okay. Are we kind of prepared to do some top stitches? I think we are. Let's give this a go, shall we? Do some top stitches. Again, just to make it nice and flat and make it look nice and neat as well. Since it is kind of meant to be armor, it's quite important. Yep. Go, turn around. And, whoop, there's a pin in there, please. Get that pin out, there you go. There we go. And that goes up there. Whoop. And there. Should be the bottom bit. All sewn up. Heck yeah. And then we need to the top bit. Should start from this end, I think? Yeah. Go the whole way around on this too. For the opening to my face. Like, oh, sorry, I already read that one. My bad. I'm sleepy, it's not my fault. Oh dear. There we go. Okay, and then go around there. Okay, this bit's the really hard bit. We will do our best. There we go. Okay. Around the bottom. That's a really hard bit. It's very thick. And then they back up the other side. And then take that up there. That one out there. And then there we go. Oh dear. Headpiece. I need to do the top bit a little now. So, what I'm planning to do... Can I fold this in or no? It'd be great if I could, because then I could just sandwich the other top bit. And that'd make my life really easy if I could just do that. I will want this bit to unpick a little bit if I'm doing that, otherwise that could become a problem later on. Let's see. Fortunately, it looks like I've done a really strong stitch over that. How unlike me. Okay. Come on, come on. Oh god, why did I do such a strong stitch? I never do strong stitches. That's not like me at all. Okay, there's a little bit. Okay, there you go. Starting to come undone a bit. Okay, I need to do from that and then just... There you go. That's what I needed. Like that, and then keep going. The reason I'm doing this is just to basically encase the other side before going into the zip. Which I'll probably just do normally. Ah, dear. Bebop, welcome on in! Been loving the embroidery, so oh, thank you! Heck yeah! How has it been going? I've been liking all of the heckin' looks you've been doing. If anyone doesn't know, Bebop's another cosplayer. They do a lot of body paint, makeup, as well as some sewing and stuff like that. They're very heckin' talented. How goes it? How have you been? Nocta, welcome on in. Happy to hear you participating in the comp. Yeah, I want to give it a go. I mean, I can't make any guarantees, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Oh, also Billy, thank you so much for the follow. It's very heckin' kind. Welcome on in. I'm just doing some weird pinning at the top now. I would have done this earlier, but then it would have been really difficult to turn inside out. That's okay. We'll leave it for this. Can we do it now? And if I pin half of it on, it should mean that I can get to the other half pretty easily. I only need a little bit at the top. The rest of it I'm happy to have a zip down. I do want a little bit. So, turn this bit inside out. And then try that again. Pin that again. Oh dear. Thank you, been well. Heck yeah. From what I've seen you working, you're doing amazingly. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Mick. It's very kind. Just cooking and watching a stream. Oh, bless you, Billy. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. That sounds pretty good, honestly. Okay. So that's that part. I'm only doing a really small part at the top. Again, I'm quite happy with the zip to be there for quite a while. Just not the whole time. You know? I'm happy for the zip to go quite high up. So, let's go to about there. And then, just basically so it's not on my face. Then let's look at putting a zip in, shall we? Okay. We shall. Need to go from there all the way down. That's that side. There you go. And that's that side. Ooh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Where's my zip? There it is. Oh dear. Going for larger than life or sewing? Sewing I'll be going for. As much as it does technically fit into larger than life, you're not wrong. It's just that the techniques I'm using, I think, are a bit more sewing. You know, sewing would show off what I've done a bit better, I think, than larger than life. Like, I've not really used a lot of techniques that are specific to larger than life, but I've used a lot of techniques that are specific to sewing. So I think it would be better for me to be judged based on that, personally. Now I'm done. I'm watching on a laptop. Heck yeah! By the way, which part are you sewing? So this will be the headpiece. We will be making it. This is going to be like the base, so we'll add all the decoration on top. So this is just the base piece. Kind of will look like a little knight's helm. Yes, go for it. Heck yeah! Nah, I know. Because of the tail and the wings, it does fit into it. But yeah, as personal goes, I think I would lose a lot of marks just because it's not really what how I've made this costume. It's clicking each button like you knew them your whole life. Yeah, me and this machine have been together for a while, so like we know each other pretty good, and I'm very used to them. Oh dear. And I've made head things like this before, just not one that's the head and the neck together. That's a bit new to me. That's okay. I'm okay with trying a new thing every now and again. Oh, music, are you okay? I'm still here. You need a little helping hand? Oh my god. Who was that? B! Oh my god! Is that an early finish for B? How goes it? You're not playing till 5 in the morning tonight? Anyone who doesn't know B is a very, very sweet bean. They do a lot of Apex on their own stream, and I know Apex is not everyone's cup of tea, but if you've ever been interested in it, I recommend giving B a look out, because they are so sweet and so relaxing and so calming to watch, even though it's a really high intensity game. Yeah. Definitely check out B if you have not already. You'll have a good time there, I think.
Oh dear, how was it? Did you have a good day? Did you make your own sewing patterns? I do and I don't. For cosplay, yes, because they're all so unique, you know? You can't really copy a lot of it. But like outside of cosplay, not so much. Like I'm happy to follow a pattern. But yeah, for cosplay specifically, gotta be patterns for me. Making my own. Keyboard reveal, don't look at the keyboard, Rambo! Oh dear. Oh, 5 a.m. tonight, no, fair enough. Crabs, welcome on in. Apex Legends is fun, heck yeah. I've been watching B play it for ages, and the more I watch, the more I'm like, it does heckin' look fun. I don't think I'd be any good at it, but it looks heckin' fun. You saw it, you didn't see it. Also, Minute, welcome on in. How goes it? Ah, dear. Best keyboard. It is a keyboard. A keyboard that I cannot show for very long. Also, B, if you need to run and get any snacks or look after yourself, please do. As much as we love having you there, I don't want you to be starving after your stream. Please do not starve. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants B to starve. Oh dear. Also, B has very, very cute emotes. I'm sure you've just been seeing a few of them in the chat. But they're heckin' cute. Cute and versatile. The best combination. Oh dear. Are you ready, chat? I'm very ready. I'm very, very ready. I'm ready to make cosplay. Yeah. Okay. I will put some stitches over the bottom of that so I can't go any
Listen up.
Oh.
Here's a story.
Is that what we're having to get ready for? Is that it? And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house, with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him, and himself, and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen to. I'm blue, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die, dabba-dee dabba-die. Honestly, I should know at this point. I should know. It sounds really weird with Katamari in the background as well. Katamari, please. I need to calm down just a second. My mother was an upholstery, and now she sews other things, and if she has sewing patterns, heck yeah! I technically also started in upholstery, because I worked for curtain makers. But that's the only formal sewing knowledge that I have. Everything else is just self-taught. And honestly, being able to sew your own curtains is really handy, but it's not something that I'd want to do 24/7, I think. As much as I did enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, every time someone raids, not every time actually, but a lot of the time when someone raids, it's a cool down. Just noise. Welcome to the stream. Do you like noise? Oh dear. You work in upholstery? Heck yeah! Oh my god, look at all of us. Upholstery beans. Yeah, that's where I started when I was like 14, 15. I must have finished my paper round around that age, I think. So, no, I probably would have been 14 when I started there, and turned 15 while I was there. Yeah. Oh dear. No, it's good. I enjoyed it. Upholstery beans, primarily automotive and marine stuff. Oh, okay. Heck yeah, heck yeah. I did a lot of fabric stuff. Honestly, because I was little. They were like, she can handle the fabrics. That's mainly what I did. I did measuring and fabrics. Oh dear. Because I was only a baby. If I went back now, I could probably actually help with more of the making. Excuse me. I will neaten this bit on the inside up as well. I just want to make sure it fits first before I start cutting any of it away, you know? Oh dear, I love noise. I know you do, Vile, but it's very up your alley, huh? You love noise. More than most streamers I know, I think.
Tell the raiders about Code Brown. I don't want to tell the raiders about Code Brown. It was so grim. No one needs to go through that anymore. God, that was the weekend. Oh, next weekend will be better. We've had 2 Code Browns as well. Which one is it that you want to know about? Oh, gosh. Okay, before I cut anything, like the zip. There we go. Let's make sure that it fits. You can go off the nail machine though. I won't keep you on while I'm doing this. I should probably put the bald cap on just so that I don't rip any of my hair out as well. 2 seconds. I'm just going to bald cap it up because I don't want to rip my hair out with the zip. Plus it is meant to be worn with this, so... Oh. Sorry, you know, as many people do, I do just keep like a quick bald cap to one side so that whenever the opportunity arises I can just slip that on. Slip and just like more comfortable, you know? Oh. I think that's meant to be down there, yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to my stream. It fits really well, honestly. I can't hear very well, but it fits great. It's got the neck piece at the front. It's covering my head. Oh my god. Hi. Oh god. Oh, do you want to see the back? There's the back. Back's all good, right? Yeah. You can kind of see where my hair is in it, but then I have quite a bit of hair, so we live with it. Oh my god. Imagine getting ready to sew and then you realize you drew and cut a wrong piece and don't have any more of the fabric. Dude, that's like a worst nightmare, and I try not to think about it too much. Oh dear. To be honest, it doesn't happen too much as long as you're being careful. Yeah, it has happened, but oh, Shifty Blue, welcome to the stream. As you can see, we have made something. It's lined, it's nice. Like if it flips up, it's all purple on the inside. The thing is, it is tight, but just on the off chance, like if any of it does show, it is purple on the inside too. I think it's just, you know, fashion. Very Victorian swimwear with this as well. It's very much that. Love it, amazing. Thank you. Whenever I feel like getting into sewing. Here we are. Yeah, no hair anymore. Nice and snug. I can, if I attach things to this. Sorry, that looks really weird, but they won't move around. I could probably look at trying to get a visor drafted, or maybe the extra bit around the back. I probably could do that. Look at that zip. Look at that zip. Look at that up there. Nice zip. I might cover that with something, so it's not. Oh, dear God, long hope. Thank you, Shifty. I appreciate it. God. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, let's take this off so I can trim the zip at the bottom because it is currently too long. Oh. There we go. So I keep the bald cap on because I don't need to try it on again, right? If I just fix the zip at the bottom, I can take the bald cap off, right? Yeah, probably. There we go. Quick bald cap. Back out. So much fashion. Are you making memes of me with my duct tape head? I swear. My poor duct tape head doesn't deserve. Alright, let's do some stitches. So if your zip is too long and you know it's too long, what you can do is you can cut it off and do some stitches around the end and it will stop the thing going any further. Basically make a faux end of the zip. Yeah. Yeah, oh god, I don't think so. I think this would be very tight and hot. I would not recommend. Oh dear. Oh, thank you for the luck, Shifty! Oh, and Rambo, thank you for the luck. I appreciate it. Yeah, everyone who came with B, if you need to look after your own needs, please do. Please do not hold off for me. I'm just being silly here with my cosplay hood. Which it has lots of threads that need trimming as well, and I need to neaten up that bit on the inside, but we're getting there, you know? One step at a time. How long did that take us? 3 hours-ish. Just under. Not bad. I don't know if that might be a record time for me for a cosplay, like, face, head, or neck piece. 3 hours? That's pretty solid. Right, let's get this bit done at the back, and then we'll start looking at trimming some threads up. I wonder if I should wait for my other 3 cameras to rock up or head to eBay to look for more. Oh god. I mean, maybe wait for the ones you've already got to arrive, right? Just in case you you end up buying something that you don't need. I don't know. Then again, I'm terrible for that because I will just go and buy something even when I'm waiting for other things. So I'm probably not. I'm a bad influence, Jason. I'm not the best person to ask. Okay, what we need then is for this to come through and prevent this from going any further. Come on. And then we just go around and around and around and around here. And that will stop the zip going further. I might actually just trim that off now as well. There we go. Come on. And just get that there. And it's just a really nifty trick for shortening zips. You might be a bad influence, but a great doctor. Nope. Not a doctor. Oh dear. Not a doctor will never be a doctor. Do not take my advice on anything. Unless my advice is to go see a doctor and then you can take the advice. It's a weird rule. Okay. That should, on one side now, be at least preventing it going further. I'll quickly test that. Oh, did I go over it? Nah, it's not quite enough. Okay. More. To be fair, it's not a very thick thread, so... Go. Keep going. Keep layering thread. Oh yeah. Keep going. Alright, Jelly, you need to wear this headpiece whenever a raid comes. Oh no! Like what, prepare for the raid kind of thing? No, no. I don't know if that's a good first impression, Vile. I think I'm gonna look crazy. How would I like to be a dentist? I wouldn't like to be a dentist. I don't like loud noises, and all the dentist equipment is really, really loud. I wouldn't like that. I would dislike that, I think, intensely. I think that'd probably be one of my least favorite jobs to have. Be the one with the really noisy drills. I can't even do like cosplay foam drills, let alone you know, let alone like teeth drills. Memes has the answer. Is it in the meme? No. No. Girl just wants to make costume. How has this happened? Is that enough? Or no? And I need to be quite careful here because I don't want to pull the zip down and it go. And I just lose the zip. Okay. It's nearly there. It is stopping it now, but I feel like I could push over it, so I'm gonna keep going. I have my wisdom tooth taken out, so you're up, Jelly. No! No! To be fair, I will have to have my wisdom tooth probably taken out at some point. Not hurting me or anything. It's just growing backwards. As teeth do, you know? Come in, grow backwards. Rude dudes. Oh dear. I have the other one, I can feel it, but it's not doing anything. I thought I was meant to have two. Okay. Let's just keep going. Bum, 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 bum. Have we done enough yet? Probably not. Probably not. God, this is a lot, but that's okay. A veritable knot of thread. To be fair, it's important to do these kind of finishing things. Otherwise, I'll never do them. I won't do them later, so do them now. Alright, what's going on then? I swear, Vile. I swear, no! It does kind of look like that, though. Oh, no. Oh, God. God, that's bad. It does kind of look like that, but it's okay, because this won't end up looking like that. That's just for now, you know? Just for now, it looks like that. It will it will look like something else eventually. Oh, God. The hecking memes. You're so speedy. You're so speedy. How do they do it? I'll never know. Just so quick. Okay. Let's tie that off. And like that. I need to trim that thread as well. I can see it. I can see it getting caught in this, but it's a separate thread. Well, I might end up covering all this in bias tape. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind it being thick. I just don't want it to lint over time. There we go. Okay. And then burn the end. Not that one. There you go. Good. That should be good on that side. Cool. Oh, let me think where would the music when the raid comes in? Yeah, the chaos and just yeah, it would. It would. You're not wrong. Actually, should I trim off a couple of the other threads quickly before going in for the other side? Oh God, what is happening up here? Lonely rolling star. Ba, 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 ba. Your lonely rolling star. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm just gonna ruin the Katamari song for everyone else. My bad. I just like this one. Okay, get that in there. Yeah, I am thinking maybe I should cover that in some bias tape just so it's nice and smooth on the inside. Prevent it degrading over time, but for now, it's okay. For now, it's alright. There you go. Oh dear. Let's trim all that thread as well. And this one. No thread on the other side? Okay, that's fine. There we go. Looks better. Oh no, you're fine! Heckin' get some good sleep. Feeling dead, but hi everyone. Hi David, how goes it? Welcome to the Dead Club. Not the ideal club to be in, but hey, we're friendly. Da, 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 da. You're the rolling star. Ba, 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 ba. I just do that to stop it like fraying over time. So I don't want to sew it into anything, so just prevent the frayage. Okay, now we need to do the same thing on the other side. Say thank you for the horn. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you so much for popping by and helping with the B raid. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. I can have a nice evening. Da, da, bum, 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 ba, da. Go. Get that through there. Okay, let's go round and round again. Just to prevent this from doing anything funky. Can't have that. There we go. 100 more to go. There we go. And maybe if I don't pull it so tight, it will build up faster. People, welcome to the dead. We have 2 shouts and snacks. Heck yeah. Been under the weather. I think I caught something from my friends over the weekend, but I doubt it's panini related. Are there a lot of panini related diseases going around at the moment? Oh dear, no, no. I like welcome to the. Oh dear, welcome to the heckin' dead, everyone. Oh, God, it's been ages since I had a panini. Oh my God, I could do with another panini one day. I used to love paninis. I used to have them and treat myself to them after work. Because there was a Costa nearby, and I'd go to the Costa and I'd get one of their paninis, and I'd be like, hell yeah, a panini! I know they used to sell them at school as well, but like, they were a bit expensive, so I didn't get them there. Not as much, at least. Okay. Let's do one more. Because I don't have a lot of thread left. Oh God, I have not left myself with a lot of thread! Oopsie doopsie. Well, this needle'll just have to stay here forever then, I suppose. That's the only way I can fix this, is just don't remove the needle ever. I could try doing a knot through that, but I don't think, nah, it's not gonna happen. What I'll do then is tie it to something else. And then sew that through it. Oh, I have another needle with something on it, do I? Nice, perfect. Alright. Tie this to this, please. Not ideal because it does introduce another bit of thread, but we can do that. That's fine. Okay. Where's the first needle? There it is. What have you done? What have you done? There you go. And go around there. Tie that in. Tie this one in. And then one last time. And then I can cut that free. Oh, one last time, maybe? Oh yeah. There we go. Trim that. Very nice. And then tie this one off. Oh, dear, we're enjoying the naan bread BLT sandwiches. Oh, that does sound good. I love naan bread. Well, isn't naan bread just bread? Bread. Love bread. Good bread. I remember somebody mentioned that to me the other day, and I was like, oh, bread. Bread. Oh dear. Right. Are we safe? Yeah, that can't get over there. Good stuff. Do you want to try it on again? I want to try. Right, I need my board cap on again there if I want to do that. 2 seconds and just have to put this on. Put the sock on my head. And, oh, I normally... Okay, well, we'll do it backwards today. I normally fold the ponytail up first. That's okay. Solid. Very nice. And then smash my face into it. Very nice. Not quite. There we go. And then there you are. Now it's properly done the whole way down, so you don't have to worry about the zip. Oh God, it sure is something, huh?
Hello, hello, hello. Don't change it anymore. What, you mean like don't add anything to it? Like the pom-poms or the visor? Like nothing? I don't know, I like those. Oh dear. It's like hill, 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 hill. Yeah. Hill, 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 hill. All different names for hill. Yes. I kind of love those. There we are. There we are, nice little... It kind of looks like something you'd put under armor though, right? Like, I'm not crazy. And look, it kind of looks like something you put under armor. You can see how, like, my cheeks are... Where are my pom-poms? I was thinking I kind of wanted them larger than this. I maybe made them too small. And I think they're also a bit round. I think they needed to be flatter. But that's okay. Yeah, see, they look a bit like they're coming out from the head too much. I think they need to be flatter. I might actually make them and just stuff them with stuffing, because then I could make 2 discs, which I think makes more sense. So I can embroider into 1 disc and then not on the inside and just sew it on like that. That might be easier, honestly. I'm kind of leaning towards that at the moment. It's like chainmail. Exactly! Yeah, like chainmail, but it's purple. And it comes down, yeah. But it could be chainmail. There we go. Some armor. Done. I think I'm going to stop it there for today. Because actually, can I put this back on over the shop? Oh, perfect. I'm going to stop there for today because I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Thank you everyone so much for joining. I'm sorry that I was such a sleepy bean today. I'll try and come back tomorrow with a little bit more energy. But then, what will we be doing tomorrow? We'll be doing the arm wings? Maybe. We could do the arm wings, or we could just try and like whack out the rest of the embroidery. I don't know. I've got a few things I need to do. There's a few things I could do right now, and yeah, no, I'm just getting behind. That's all right. That's all right. Let's find someone and raid you all into them. Oh, we could raid into Nat. I haven't seen Nat in ages. Heck yeah, let's raid into Nat. So Nat is playing a game that I can't really watch if I ever want to play it, but that is Horizon Forbidden West. But I want to raid into them anyway. Get some rest. I will. Thank you, Bpop. No, thank you everyone for joining. I appreciate it. I'm sorry it was a shorter one today, but I'll try and make up for it tomorrow or something. Oh dear. Sorry, not sorry. Look, hello, host people. We're just actually about to raid Nat. I don't know how many of you know Nat. Oh, and thank you, Bob and Zay, for putting... Oh, no, it's just Zay. Thank you, Zay, for putting those in the chat. I appreciate it. Nat is a very sweet bean streamer. They have made cosplays on stream in the past. So they're a very talented crafter. And then they also, like, mix up with a lot of games as well. So they do, like, gaming and cosplay. If either of those seem like your cup of tea, maybe drop them a follow, send them some love. They're really heckin' sweet. Yeah. They're another streamer that streams really late at night as well. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. Again, sorry that I didn't have as much energy today, but hopefully tomorrow we'll come back strong. I'll see you soon. Take care, everyone.